Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, team? What's going on? How you guys feeling today? Is it feeling like your lucky day? Does it feel like your lucky day? I'm asking you. If you don't can answer me, you mother beep. I'm just kidding. What's going on here? Daily discussion. Let's get all the stuff straight that we need to get straight. Let's straight out the straightening. Right? Like Migos straightening. Not sure if you guys heard that song or not. All right. We're good. Live stream, bang. Let's go to OBS. Let's do a little camera action here. Little camera action. Good morning, good morning. What's up? How's everybody doing? All right, today's the day. You got one more. You got one more. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? That's my question. I'm asking myself that same question. What I'm gonna do? You got one more day. One more day. It's not the end of the month, but it's the end of the week. All right? Gotta make the most of it. All right? So, what we're going to do is let's cover some of the names that are starting to pop off, upgrades, downgrades, some of the basic Apples, Teslas. You kind of know what you want with those names. What are the indexes going to do? That's kind of what we want to figure out first is, what's the idea with the indexes. Now, again, I don't care about PPI unless this thing comes in way above or way under. All right? And if we get, you got to understand, the whole time of 2022, the reason we got the volatility, Malik, good morning. And by the way, God bless all of you guys. And if you guys are new here, my name is Justin. It's the Ivy League live stream. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you find some knowledge. If you have a question, please, I urge you, answer it or ask it. And I'll answer it. I'll do my best. If I don't know the answer, if it's not about trading, I don't care what it is. If you have any questions, if you're struggling, whatever it is, man, let us know. If you want to just say hi, engage. But if you could, hit that like button. Subscribe. If you're not subscribed, we greatly appreciate it. We get to 1,000 subscribers. I have a giveaway I want to do, and yeah, and I won't have to say it. Because I'm like, that is a goal of mine, is to get to that 1,000 mark and have 1,000 subscribers. Obviously more. Yeah, 100,000 would be cool. But really, I'm really wanting to be able to build something here where, there's a lot of people that may or may not afford to just waste $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, in order to get a solid, education on whether it's trading, investing, just the markets in and of itself, a place that someone can go to or people can go to get the news, some top trade ideas, and basically try to build something that, doesn't pertain to upsell after upsell after upsell. But more importantly, when they say that they did, a lot of these people don't upsell you, do not believe it. Okay. There's always something to all these groups. All right. Now Discord's probably a little bit different, but if you go into some sole proprietors, just this business is nasty. This business has got a nasty taste to it, and I'm trying to not be, oh my God, a savior. No, I'm trying to build something here, right, that I think could be done. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully you learned something. Again, if you have any questions, ask away. If you have, what are your top trade ideas? Or what are you watching today? Right? We're here to eat together. If you don't want to give out your top trade idea, or just say what you're looking at. You don't have to say what direction that you think it's going to go. Or if you see something that, when the bell or before the bell starts to pop off, if it has relative strength or relative weakness, if you don't know what that is, where you're starting to see a lot of volume and it's just either straight up, straight down, and it's backed up by volume and stuff like that. So thank you. Like button, subscribe. Let's get right into it. The SPY is trying for that double top here. Well, let's look. Did we walk it up? We did. I feel like the SPY still has to. See, it made this level support, man. We're making headway. It's made this support. See what happens when you pull back to yesterday's close. Yesterday's close is where I want to see this pivot high and this after hours top. Let's see what happens there. You did put in a tail there. So why I say this is because you want to take notice to when the market doesn't retrace, right? And turn, like pull back, grab some liquidity, and pretty much walks itself up. Because when you skip that process, what happens is it's like a ship, right? Like a warship or whatever. This is how I was kind of taught. But, the market will look back and it'll go back, right? It'll make sure that its trail is okay. And you'll notice the days that the market does do that are the days where it did not, make a resistance area support, right? Like I can see this right here, right? This pivot top. Chances are here in the next whenever, you're going to retest 550 cents. You had this level here. It all depends on what time frame, because it'll look a little different. But anyway, that's a SPY. Let's see if we can break through that high. The IWM was on a run this morning. It's just, it's struggling. She's struggling a bit. I think the IWM's got to retrace back down to yesterday's pivot high. You have a nice support level here at 200 or 201. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Okay, you have SMCI, you have Rivian, Tesla, you have a lot of things going off this morning. We're going to get right into them. So let's see here. Good morning. Been looking at air products and chemicals. Can you please let me know your opinion? I just realized I missed my AEP trade. I should have went with my gut. Sometimes you need to do that. You need to just go with your gut. What's funny is the camera hasn't been giving us any issues, and I guess today's the day. Today's the day. You guys see what I mean? It has a mind of its own. So I'll have to restart it one of these days. So I will. I don't really have an opinion on it because right now I'm more focused on financial conditions and when or if this market's going to turn around, and the fact that the Fed, and I'm more worried about banks and interest rates. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really, because when the Fed starts to lower rates, it's like, what's the game plan? Like, my dude, you got to be kidding me. You know what? This is unbelievable. All right. So I just, I really don't have an opinion because I'm not familiar with the business, right? I'm not familiar with that, with the products and like, you know what I mean? I don't really have an opinion to give. If I did, it's not like I know, like I would just look at the leaders, right? Find out which ones are the leaders, the bigger market capped, names that are in that sector. So let's talk about some of the news that we have this morning. Let me bring this up for us. Again, if you guys have tickers you guys want to cover, throw them in the chart below or throw them in the chat below. Why is there a new window here? Sorry, give me 1 second. All right, so I do know to start off today, look, we'll go right into semiconductors. Let's start with semiconductors. All right, how about that? We'll start with semiconductors. All right, but I do want you guys to know, I'm going to watch to see if today we have a switch. You can see the Dow's kind of pulling back. Does that kind of weigh down the IWM? And does tech really take off today? I'm really curious to see if tech and the Qs start to, lead today. By the end of the day, I want to see if the Qs are leading. I know I said yesterday I want to look for, if we get downside, I want to look for the technology names to, to pull back. But I want to see if we can get, if we get a pullback in the Dow and the IWM, what do the Qs do, right? What does AMD do? What does the NASDAQ 100 names start to do, right? Because you could start to get a bounce with Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia. Like you could get a bounce with these names. And look, it feels like we're overperforming in the Qs pre-market, okay? The IWM is starting to put in a low. Do you see the shift? You guys see the Peter shift? This is important. These shifts are important to realize, to understand for the day ahead, right? Understanding what sector is going to lead or lag, and you can play it accordingly. Ty, good to see you this morning, buddy. It is a little nerve-wracking. I hope I may get back into my SMI. Listen, let it show you, Ty. Let it show you, bro. Just let it go. Bank of America gave it a price target upgrade yesterday. So, and it's only trading at a 30 times multiple. Let it go. Listen, because the thing is you haven't put in a blow off top yet. I thought we were going to get one. I forget what name it was. Like, look, you closed at the high. I promise. Go to, like, any name. Look at this. Do you see this? What do you see here? You have a nice strong candle, but look at this. This is your blow off top. You see that long tail? And what follows it? 1, 2. This is the epitome of a blow off top. For the most part, right? I could show you a bunch of them. All right? I could probably show you a bunch of them. Look here. You see that long tail? 1, 2. They all have something in common. Okay? They all have something in common. Not so much there. Right? It closed at the highs. Do not... if you're talking about going short, don't short it yet. Unless you know something I don't. But it's not like this thing is trading at like 100 times multiple. You know, I would wait. I would. All right, especially if tech and semiconductors are going to be strong today, because you're seeing the Qs start to lead. All right, just wait for the blow off top. Wait for it to just, it'll just take off. Right? You think it's taken off already? No, this has just been a consistent grind higher. You're going to get one of these days where it just I can't explain it. You have to have, you have to have been in it like DWAC. Or you will see that you will put in, you need in the day, right? Whenever you put in a nice rally, wait until that rally just gets taken back with volume, and it at least retraces about 50% of that day with volume. Like, you just have this blow off top, and then it just falls, right? Wait for it. Don't just be patient. It could happen today. It could happen tomorrow. But you'll have time to get short, is what I'm saying. Just like DWAC. What did they both have in common, right? On the daily chart, long tails, it has a blow off, what we call a blow off top. All right? You can see it here. Look at this. Boom. Right? In the same day. It goes up, and it's just like, that's it. It just unleashes the gates, and it just, boom. Like, I'm telling you, you're going to see it. And then it just falls out of bed, and you'll get at least 2 days of downside there off of that blow off top. It's important to know what a blow off top is and when to do it. Again, 1, 2, right? Long, just give it up. Just give it up. Anybody who was short, they just give it up. And the problem is like, this is when you really get like new shorts into it. So just give it time. I don't want to dwell on it, right? Again, blow off top. 1, 2. They all have something in common. At least DWAC did, right? You had 2 days of downside. All right. If you want to try it, try it. I just, I would wait and save your money. You don't even have a tail there yet because you closed at highs. So just be careful. I don't think it's time. I really don't. All right. Let's go right into it. All right. Let's go see where Apple's at. I do want to start covering some of this news that we have today. But Dan Ives projects 16% upside for Palo Alto stock, sets bullish target at 425. Dan, I don't like some of these analysts. You gotta understand, they're no better than you and I. Like, I could take half of them and be like, "What are you doing, dude?" Like, I get what you're doing. Carvana had a downgrade today. I wanted you guys to know. So look, that's a double top. You tried to get through the 100-day moving average on Apple, and it rejected once again. So this is unfortunate. I feel like there is a scarcity to get out of Apple for whatever reason. I don't know why. I know Berkshire Hathaway's letting go. This will just give you another buying opportunity. Let them sell this thing off, and it'll come to a point where you just got to scoop it up. So let's take a look here at these previous highs, these pivot highs here at 184. All right, 184 is going to be our level that we're going to watch, at least what I'm going to watch. We'll see if it gets down to the 200-day. I don't see why it can't. So I would write that down right now. All right, 184. 184. 184. 184. See, I have it written down 184, 183.75. Let me see here. Guys, just give me 1 second. Okay, so that's Apple. We see Apple, you know, it's put in this daily chart. Let me get rid of some of this stuff here. All right. You just tried again. It's pre-market. Okay, so that's our gap. All right, you just tried to hold or get above the 200-day moving average. My final look on this on Apple is going to be right where that arrow is, and like that's it. Like if we do not make this support today, and we get that, if we do get down there and we are able to make that support, then I'll start looking to shift this thing to the top right of the screen. Okay. And why is that? Because then I'll start to see the shift, and it's not putting in a new low. Right, that'll be the first thing that's changed, is that it's not putting in a new low. All right. I have a few levels here. We'll let her do what she needs to do. 184, 183.75 area. All right, that's what I'm watching for Apple. We talked about Microsoft yesterday, and it's just staying right in the range. All right, you have this whole area here. At the top end of this channel is at 412. And the bottom end is at 404.50. Call it 404. All right. Let's go to a daily chart. I got to be honest. I don't think we have much stopping us to the upside. So I want to see if we can get a nice little bullish day today. I do. I want to see if we can have a nice bullish day. It looks like we came up and hit 410 and made that resistance. We got to make 410 support. If we can make and get above 410 and make that support, I'm telling you guys, I want to look to fill the gap on the daily chart. So it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. All right, see where we open up. You have plenty of support down here at 404. All right, you have plenty of support here. I'm going to leave them green. Actually, I'll make it a 3, and I'll do that right there. You have plenty of support down there. Okay, and look what else it did. You see that 9 EMA? It looks like we're stuck between the 20-day and the 9 EMA. So that's another important analysis there. Let's go look at the weekly just in case. Let's bring it back. You got to always bring it back. I want to know why this thing keeps doing that to me. It keeps like way zoomed in. That monthly chart's not good. That's not good. Let's go to the weekly chart. Sorry, I just want to I had a couple things going on. All right. 9 EMA. Sorry. What you got, Ty? What was the upgrade on SMSI yesterday? I think it was 14, right where it's at. It's just above where it was at, and that was from Bank of America. It was at like, I think, 1,040. I think. Let's go look real quick. Did you see what did you catch what I was saying though, Ty? Did you see or hear what I was saying about let it put in a blow off top?
Kinnate Biopharma enters into agreement to be acquired by Zuma for between
yeah, 1040, Ty, 1040. Yeah, it was 1040. It was just Bank of America, you know what I mean? Just coming out with an upgrade, that was all. And this thing's only trading at a 30 PE, roughly. Right? Tesla's traded at 50, NVIDIA, like, it's not that bad. And they've had, look at their earnings growth, right? This thing, it's not, I don't think it's time yet. Look at this, right? $1.60, 350, 343, 559, just about doubled. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's time yet. You're getting close. You're getting close, but I don't think it's time. Where was I at? Microsoft, MSFT. All right, so 408. All right, so Microsoft today, it'll be on watch for me, especially if the Qs are going to get some upside, guys. All right, if we get a hold of 408, which I think we're doing now, we can look, guys. I'm telling you, we gotta look to try to get above this double top. The 410 is going to be the number. All right, 410 is going to be the number because once again, you know, you're holding 404. You know, you came up, you tested 410 yesterday, it pulled back. That would have been a nice trade yesterday. It gave you a little bit of room. That's a lower volume pullback. You know, I got to be honest. I'm not sure if we can, but today alone, I think we can. You're going to break out. One of these are going to give. All right, either this 20-day moving average is going to give. Either that 20-day moving average is going to give, which actually I want to make it green so I can see this on the chart when I'm trading it real time and can sense when or if it does it. Okay, and then the 90 EMA. I'll actually delete it because I'm going to have the daily chart up anyway. Right, so now it's like squeezing it, so it's going to pop. It's going to like just boom. It's going to like, you know, or to the downside. And that's what we're here to figure out. Which one is it? I think we're going to go for, I think we have downside, but I don't think it's right now. You're getting a lot of divergence. I think we'll try to get one more extension up, and maybe it gets a bit exhausted. You can see the selling pressure that's up here. Look at that tail. All right, off of that earnings call. All right, that's up at 416, 415.50 area. 415.50 area. All right, so that is Microsoft. All right, we're going to look for a break above 410. I know we have some resistance up at 412, but I got to be honest. I think 410 is the level. 410, we get above it, we pull back to it. If we can hold it, let's look to fill the gap because our real resistance level is up at 415. All right, 415. That's the target for the long. All right, so you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Let's see if we pull back. See if we can like hold 406, which we held this pivot high from yesterday. All right, you held this pivot high from yesterday. It's putting in about the same pattern as Apple. It's just doing it up at highs, not lows. Let's find some support below us. And let's see if we're able to break above 410. All right, I'm going to look for a break above 410, a hold. You know, I don't know what she's going to do. She could end up breaking down. It all depends on what the market wants to do. And to the downside, so the upside target will be 415 off of 410 if it gets through it. And then I want to look for, you know, I'm going to look for that earnings low at 497. All right, 497 will be the downside target. I mean, you have some mild support here, 40250 to be aware of, but you got buyers there. They bought it up. It has not gotten below 397, so that's what it is. 397 for me. All right, downside 397. If we don't get up through 410, then I'm going to say, okay, you know, I'm going to say 410's now resistance. Let's look for 410 to be, let's look to 410 to get short. We'll look to take it to the bottom end of the range. And taking profits off at 408. We'll walk you through the trade as we get there. because it could change, right? You get to 410 and then 408 tries to hold and then it breaks. Like, we'll see what happens. Let me see here. Let me do this. Sorry, I got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm trying to get. All right, we're good. All right, so that's that. We have that. So that's Microsoft. Let's go right into semiconductors and Tesla. All right. Again, let's wait and see with PPI, because PPI, it's going to have to be a big hit or miss. Like, it's got to be way above or way below for us to get some crazy volatility. You do have Michigan consumer sentiment, I think, as well coming up, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. All right, so let's keep it moving. Let's go to NVIDIA. NVIDIA's putting in a really nice wedge. I like NVIDIA. It's putting in a really nice wedge here. All right. There's been a lot, and there's a couple patterns I'm going to show you guys, and I'll show you right now. All right, I'll show you some of them right now. NFLX. Look at that long base. All right, it's long. Pennant. All right. Nice double bottom. Rally. Well, it's funny how yesterday the Dow was nice and strong, and what do you have there? Kind of the same thing. You kind of have the same thing. If you can get above 187.50, I might take a look at IBM to try and break out to all-time highs. I may look at it. I don't know how liquid it is. I don't know really anything about it. I haven't really traded it, but I just wanted to give you that. You're starting to see bull pattern setups that happen in bull markets. That's the difference between bear markets and bull markets, is they put in different patterns. I kind of wanted to show you guys that before I forgot about it. Meta, kind of the same thing, not really, but it is putting in a pennant, right? It is putting in a wedge at the end of the day, right there. Right? So that consolidation above at those higher prices is what you want to see. So NVIDIA, it is consolidating up at higher prices. So 15, let's go to an hourly chart. Let's go to the daily first off. So NVIDIA's daily chart, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, I gotta say. The volume is still kicking, ace. It's still kicking ace. That volume is still pretty heavy up there. I'm kind of debating whether or not to drop this line there, but I don't think I should. All right, let me keep going. Sorry, I don't know what happened, why this is doing this to us today. I don't understand. I really don't. Let's go to our hourly chart. Sorry, let me do this so I can fix whatever is going on with. All right, you can see it riding that uptrend. Let's see if we get a breakout today. I'm going to be honest. Let's see if we get a breakout. I'm not even bullshitting. See if you can get a breakout here on NVIDIA. All right. If you don't, and you make 739.50 resistance, I gotta be honest, man. I think it's a bit overextended right now, but she can remain overextended for a period of time, right? She's making lower highs. We'll see. I'm curious, like, if something's going to come out that pulls this market down. If I had to look and use the indicators, I would have to say maybe you get like a failed breakout, right? Maybe it tries to break out. It all depends on SMCI. Not like completely up to SMCI, but she could consolidate as well. Right, I could end up having this trend line here and just lowering it, right, bringing it back down, because NVIDIA just is going to sit here and consolidate until it has earnings Tuesday afternoon. So Nvidia, that's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to see, do we break out a 740? Can we get the 740 breakout? We've already made it resistance. It looks like it's a bit overdone. Not that it's overdone, that it feels like it wants to consolidate for a little bit. It's been on a wild move. A lot of money's chasing SMCI, not necessarily Nvidia. So let's go over to Nvidia or AMD. But again, that top there is what I'm going to look to see if we break out. Is it a failed break, or does it break and extend higher? All right, I think it all depends on what the market does, the overall markets. All right, do we find some strength in the Nasdaq today? It's like, that's so stupid. Yeah, that doesn't even. I wonder if that's going to be a breakout. Look at that. I wonder if this is going to be a breakout. I'm really curious, guys. Look here. I wonder if that breaks out, and that's your target, 765, 764.50. Let's see. Let's see if that's the target. That's where it would reach it, depending on where it would get it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get up there. I'm curious. All right. Let's see what this is also. That's insane. This thing's over 790. All right. Watch Nvidia. See if it can break out. See if it can break out. Let's go on over to AMD. All right. AMD it's been holding, right? It's up here. It's just consolidating. The longer it consolidates, the more they're going to get a bit nervous to short. Okay. The more they're going to be a little bit nervous to get short. And anybody that's new here, welcome. I appreciate you guys for hitting the like button, subscribing, all that fun stuff. We're trying to build something here where, if you share this or like it, subscribe, it'll help someone find us that would like to be here and learn, ask questions, and trade live with us. We do trade live right here on this channel. So AMD's putting in a nice consolidation. You can't be too bearish on her. I got to be honest. We have a bit of divergence. Okay, we have a bit of bearish divergence, but you had that failed breakout. They've held 166. They've held it firm. They said, nope, you're not taking her down. She means too much to us. So, look, funny. Just past Amazon and Alphabet. They're talking about Nvidia now. That's so funny. So, you got the pullback yesterday to that middle ground there at 174.50 area. We said yesterday, where was the buy point? We said yesterday 174. That's your pennant. You're going to know pretty quickly if you're going to be wrong, if this is going to be a failed breakout or not. Or was it a failed breakdown? A failed breakdown means it broke down, like it pulled back out of the pennant like it was going to break and bounced and regained support and it's going to trend higher. I think it's not set in stone yet, okay, what she's going to do, but I do think either we're going to put in either a longer pennant, because you got to remember, every time AMD would put in these bull flags, they would just go for like 2 months, and they got bigger each time. The upside got bigger, the bull flag got bigger. Okay, if you don't know what I mean, look at the daily chart. Look at that daily chart there. Right? Goes up, bull flag, bang. Bull flag, bang. Bull flag, bang. So, it was easy. After the second or the third one, everyone was like, dude, we got to start going long here. Got a nice double bottom right here at this prior resistance level. But it's under, right? They're shaking the weak hands out. Look at the RSI. How much lower you think you're going to go? Look at the MACD. It's putting in a higher low. So that was all telling you right around this area. You should have been a buyer. You should have been a buyer down there. But anyway, let's see what she's got. If she's going to just consolidate. It feels like the buyers are getting a bit exhausted, right? Where they're just like, man, because buyers run out of money too. Buyers run out of money, and they either don't have any more money to buy long, or that and sellers can step in and sell a little bit, and that's when you see kind of that limit down, right? You've been seeing it, and I've been saying it for the past 2 weeks. You're seeing institutions start to take profits as we go, all right? And they buy on the way down. You have to know these things because they're preparing they know financial conditions are about to get tighter, which is credit, leverage, risk, all that stuff, right? It is the lowest since it's at damn near COVID levels. The Fed's providing liquidity to the banks. You gotta be bullish, okay? I know it sounds easier than said than done, but until something happens like a bank failure, we're going higher. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Anyway, something does happen. A top gets put in, a whatever you want to call it, a balloon, a bubble. Then we'll get short. Let's go higher and I listen. We live off of volatility. So yesterday we said 174. We said we're going to know pretty quickly whether we're right or wrong. A member that joins us in chat said he wanted to be a buyer at 180. I said that's cool, but we have what? We have sellers. Look, I'm clicking it, nothing's happened. Sellers, look, I'm clicking again, nothing's happening. So I said, why, I kind of thought to myself, why do you want to be a buyer up there? Why not here? When you buy right, guys, people, talk about a break and retest, this and that. Listen to me. When I was saying yesterday, and I explained this full lesson yesterday on why he should, I'm not telling him what to do, but I wanted him to understand what buying down here, right there, what does that allow him? Buying here, what does that allow him? One, that allows him to buy at a cheaper price. He's not going to be paying a 70% premium at 180 if it breaks. Okay? He's actually going to be able to take profit into 180. If he gets through 180, cool, great, grand, wonderful. You got through 180. You're already long. And guess what? Other people are paying 20 or 30 or 40, 60, 100, I don't know, % on your calls. Give them the bag. They say you want to wait for a rally, a pullback, and hold. No. I mean, you want to, where you need to be a buyer is where you need to be a buyer. If 174, if we think that this is going to be a pennant and this was a failed breakdown, then this pullback to that downtrend tells us we need to be a buyer now, not later. What happens at 180 stays at 180. Look at that. Perfect. You're going to know pretty quickly if you start to break 173.89. And not only that, we're paying a cheaper price and we have a smaller room for error. Because if we're a buyer at 180, she can pull back to 176.50, 176.87. She can still pull back and put in a double bottom at 174. And technically, you're not wrong yet. The trade is still long. Okay, you just bought at a higher price, and you have to sit through that down that bit of that shakeout. Okay, instead of buying where you should be a buyer, and that is 175, 174.50. And you can see here, again, if you get up there and it can't break it, you can take some profit. You know, you can give it some room. Like, you can manage the trade. If you get below 174.50, 175, okay. You know, maybe, you know, you wait for the break, right? The point is if I have resistance at 180 and I have this bull flag here at 174, I don't want to buy up here. I want to buy where my risk to reward, right? I can give this, let's just say $1 to know that I'm wrong, when at 180 I got to give it $5. This thing could pull back to 174.50, 175, and that doesn't mean that the trade's off. That just means it's pulling back to an area of support. Okay, now you're going to give that thing, you got to give it $5 because that's your support area, because it didn't get through 180. And now you've already paid up for it. You got to give it more room. This is how you make money in the markets. And that's buying right. Just understand what buying, whether you think it's early, this or that. If it's early, you got to understand how to read a chart. You know what I mean? You got to understand how to read a chart and understand the math. The math is if you buy right, you should be able to lose less. You're going to spend less, and you're going to lose less, and you're going to make more. Okay? You're going to make more. And I think he did. I think he bought at 174. Do you guys understand? Does that make sense? If he wanted to be a buyer, he wants it to go up, pull back to 180, be a buyer 180. No. If we think this pennant longer term is a failed breakdown, then we want to be a buyer at 174, because you could get another little pullback to like 176, and you're already in it. You're paying a cheaper price, and you're already taking profit at 180, and then it breaks. You're just like, damn right, I'm sitting in the trade, relaxed, cool as a cucumber. Okay, do me a favor and review PHG. I will. I'll get right on it. So let's talk about AMD real quick. So just keep that in mind today, guys. Understand as well, where are the buyers, where are the sellers. Chances are the sellers may still be here at 180. But again, if NVIDIA breaks, we'll watch NVIDIA, watch SMCI. You know, we could also start to get some short squeezes as well. You know, as far as SMCI. I don't know yet, but I would not short SMCI either, though. Again, I'm telling you guys, wait for a blow off top. We talked about it earlier. What is a blow off top? What does it look like? Okay, just be patient. Just let it go. Just let it run up and just go crazy, and then let it fall. And like once you start to, you'll know. Trust me, you'll know. This thing will just rip higher. It's like it just goes up, and then it falls. And you can just, you can catch it. You just have to feel it out. Not necessarily feel it out, but you'll know because of the price action. So 180 is obviously our resistance on AMD, guys. Can we break AMD and try to head to 185? Are we just going to continue to consolidate? Is this area going to continue to be resistance? Or do we get another, can we try to break out and then it kind of just pulls back in? Okay, if I think the Qs could try to go a little bit higher, maybe, how do the semis do? They had a day yesterday where they weren't too strong. AMD closed red, the SPY closed green, right? So a lot of other names closed green. So there's obvious weakness there. I'm looking at 180. 180 is going to tell me what I need to do. All right, you're seeing that you're putting in some tails right now. Whoa. All right, you're putting in tails right now. It's just kind of giving up early. All right, it is a little oversold. I think you do need a pullback. All right, that's where I'm giving it 177. So AMD, let's see if we can pull back to yesterday's close. Okay, and see if we can't be a buyer at 177. Okay, let's see if we can't be a buyer at 177. 178. Let me see something right here real quick. Honestly, I do like 174.50. That's such a good buy zone. I think if we get down there, that's a little bit too far. It did. It also yesterday did not hold 177, 176.95 area. Even though this whole area is support. So we have to watch. All's not lost. You can see like right here, that's your support zone from 174.50 to 176. It's like $1.50 area. Okay? It's like $1.50. So keep that in mind, guys. 174.50 to 176. All right, we're going to still consider that to be support until it tells us no. If we break 174.50, we're looking to get short. You might be able to get down to 166. I'm not sure, though. I think you might need to test 172. It's not a big move. There's a small gap here. I would think, 172, 171.85 is where you got to look for AMD to get to if you don't break out higher. And then the question is that from there, does it break 172? Okay, does 172 break? All right, it's like 171. Let me see here. You know what? I'm going to make it 171. I'm going to make that 171. All right, sorry about that. I'm going to look to make that 171 right there. All right, and we're going to make that green. And we'll make this red. Even though it's green because we're above it. I'm going to make it red. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Usually I use that for gaps. I don't mean to be slow. I need to hurry up. I get it. All right. So you guys got that. Once again, 174.50 or 177 is going to be our watch. AMD 177. Yesterday's close. And I also want you guys to remember how strong energy was and how that plays into gold. Okay, if we continue that strength. AMD 177. No, I'm going to have to use the restroom. All right, so that's AMD 177. 177 to 174.50.
Coming up, the producer pricing.
174.50 holds. Then we're going to put long through 180 or up to. Long up to 180. Right? 180. Yes, 180 is resistance. If we do not break 180, we look to get short. Or short 180, 177. And what the target, again, where is that? That's going to be at 171. Equals a 171 target. All right, so that's what I want to do here, guys, is help you guys and give you the entries and the exits and why. All right, so that's semiconductors. If you guys want to look at Intel, you can. INTC. I haven't looked at this in quite a while. Look, it's up at resistance also, so we might get a pullback. A pullback may be in the works. We'll find out here. You got a little bit of a cup and handle there, but it's not a cup and handle because the technicals don't line up. Let me use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. I do apologize. All right, there's our data.
versus flat expected
What I tell you guys with Tesla.
units versus 1.4.
Let's go to the data real quick. Let's do it. So we have PPI month over month 0.3. It's pretty. That's pretty hot. That's what I'm saying. If it like they were expecting a 0.1, it comes in a 0.3. That's a tad higher than what they want month over month. Core PPI month over month 0.5. Wow, there you go. Core, baby. Wow, that's not good, babe. Uh-oh. That's going to give us some volatility. Volatility. I told you guys yesterday, I had a feeling that we were looking to go to the downsides. The markets know these things, man. The markets tell you in the charts. Building permits, 1.47 versus 1.493 previously. That is a drop. That's what we want to see. That's a good sign. Estimate consensus, 1.5. We were under. Core PPI year over year, 2%. We did it for PPI. 2%. Previously, 1.8. Consensus 1.6, 1.7 forecasted. Excluding food and energy, 0.6. Last month was 0.2. That's huge. That's a huge jump, gang. Wow. So, hotter than expected. Hot, hot, hot. Tss. Fire. Burning. Hot. Year over year, 0.9. 0.9, expected 0.8, 0.6, excluding food and energy year over year 2.6, last month or last year or year over year I guess 2.5, which would be last month but last year, forecasting 2.3. Whoo wee boy, watch out, that is a hot number. That is hot, 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 hot. Damn. All right, we know what to do. I think we all know what to do. We go right to Reddit and Wall Street Bets. What do they say? Burn it all down, Jon Snow. You know nothing. Okay. Did you guys catch my video yesterday? Where is... Do you guys not hear it? What is going on here? What is going on? Hold up, gang. Oh, it's not connected. Why is that? It was connected all morning. No way.
Finally, ex-food, energy, and trade on the wide year over year, up 2.6,
Okay.
which is exactly equal to the...
I gave you guys everything you needed. All right. So we'll see what happens. We'll go back over them in a minute. So let's go to Tesla real quick. So I want to run through this. So we got Microsoft. Did I write down Microsoft? I did not, did I? I did not, did I? And it's pulling back.
SPRA Sabra on February 13th entered agreement with Fujifilm.
All right.
That is Sandy Victor.
All right. We got to watch for a break of 404. Yesterday's close. And look, we're doing it. All right. I told you guys I wanted to watch this level right here. Watch that level right there. All right, this level on Microsoft, that's going to be 406. See if you can turn 407 into resistance. Okay.
Sabra says entered a master services agreement with Fujifilm Biotech.
All right, so that's that. All right.
Provide development manufacturing services related to
Let's look at AMD. Look at the strength at Microsoft MSFT to the downside. Look at it. It's just going. It's going, gang. And it doesn't seem like AMD and semiconductors are falling as much. Okay. Higher for longer. Is that a good thing for banks? Okay. Higher for longer. Banks, Tesla. All right. Tesla. I told you guys yesterday. What did I say? I told you, if you guys caught the video last night, all right, you guys know I have been on here ever since this chart was like that. Okay, I said, guys, I want to see if we start to put in an inverse head and shoulders. It is the cleanest head and shoulders you will ever see. This to me is an ideal pattern, and we got the increase in volume on the breakout through the neckline. These are the patterns I go all in on. Not necessarily all in, but this is a pattern. You'll hear me say this is a pattern. Nice tail right there. Okay. Now, it's important to know that because you got to understand what justifies a pattern and what doesn't. Okay. Now's not the time for it, but it does not get, like, when I tell you guys, like, this is not a Head and Shoulders. That's not this. That's not a cup and handle. Like, trust me, you'll know when you see it. You'll know when you see it. And you got the increase in volume through. So let's look for the pullback. I don't know where she's going to land at, honestly. I really don't. You know, I have a few levels that I'm watching here, and you could get shorts to cover. I'm going to watch first for 200. 199.35. Or no, yeah, 200. 199.85. 200. All right, Tesla, 200. And I still did not write down Microsoft, did I? Oh my gosh. All right, so again, I'm going to be watching 200. Okay, if it holds, it holds. If it doesn't, guess what? I'm getting short. We don't have much room to hold us down. And look, it's bouncing right off of yesterday's close. So you can sense the relative strength with Tesla. All right. Relative strength with Tesla. It bounced right off the prior day's close. Hold on. At least on the hourly chart. That's so weird. You see that? Look. Yeah, that's a 4-hour chart. Okay, so Tesla. Let's see if, you know what I mean? If it holds here, you could look for a long, all right? 210. 210 area. I think you get it up. I think you get her. I think you can get her here. 212.50. All right. Because you don't have anything stopping you. What do I mean by that? You have like a brick wall and the stock's going up. It doesn't have anything like support or resistance. It's not like, you know what I mean? It comes up and then down and up and down and it's hitting that resistance area. It's just straight down. There's just a wall. It could just go. So there's no price action. There's no buyers or sellers there. So whatever we do today, you know, that's just how I look at it, okay? Microsoft. So that's Tesla, okay? I'm going to be watching, you know, just join it like 201.37. All right? This pullback, and then I'm going to watch also on how do we reject, or if we reject 203. I don't think we'll reject it. We could. Take notice to where our sellers are. Sellers are up there at 205, 206. 205, 205.50. Okay? Really, 204.50 to 205. Okay? So, acknowledge Tesla as it gets up here. If it doesn't reject, like you can see. Look at that. You can see it breaks through it, pulls back, holds, goes through it, and then it just drops. And then what makes it resistance? So 204.50, 204.38 is the area I'm going to look for if we see that we have some weakness. Okay, 200 holds, and then 204.50 area is what I would look for. To pull Tesla back down. All right, you got that? So let's write it down. 204.50. 204.50 rejection. All right. Again, if we just make the support and you make 204.50 support, okay, then I would expect us to start climbing to 212.50, 210. Okay, that's that. Tesla, I don't think that I wrote down Microsoft. So look, Microsoft held the level. Microsoft held the level at 406 MSFT. What is that? 405, 406. 406 held. Now look, we're making this resistance. Possibly. Sorry. I just think that Microsoft has a lot of room, guys. I do. I think it could have a lot of room. Somebody said yesterday that Microsoft doesn't do anything and they don't make any money. I'm like, oh shit. It was on Twitter. They try to compare Nvidia and Microsoft, saying that it's bigger than Japan's economy. And the problem with that is that Microsoft and Nvidia have US, Australia, Europe, Russia, Africa, China, continuous products, the best products for the most part, being bought and sold. So I'm sure that it is bigger. Let's see here. Resistance. Maybe I'll leave Microsoft alone.
That's not logical in this context.
Just so people know, I didn't know my mic was open. I was just commenting to myself about that.
Resistance. Okay, yeah, right there. 407. All right.
No, it's politicians do too. I just didn't think using 21
407.
pandemic.
Is it possible this is not just
We're the ones to.
But what about it, Steve?
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
are you sure
the
this doesn't
pandemic,
matter?
big asterisk. No, I'm not.
So 407 rejection or break and hold.
Remember you used to make fun of PPI, Joe? You've grown up a little bit.
All right. All right, so it's Microsoft. We did all that. Okay, Amazon, we know what's his name is selling shares or has been. It's not really setting up nice. Okay, Coinbase. So Coinbase reported earnings. Let's talk about some of these earnings. Let's go to Roku first, and then we'll do Coin. All right. If you guys could, for anybody that's here, hit the like button, subscribe. Comment down below what are some of the things that you're looking at. Sorry, Malik, I didn't see your comment. Can you explain what these mean? What is that? I didn't know what that was. I do apologize. So Coinbase is Roku's holding, guys. As you guys can see here, Roku is holding 78. So maybe it's time. Maybe it's time Roku starts to give it up. And if she gives it up, we already know we're looking at 75. Yeah, I can't. I don't think there may not be a play. Like the numbers that came out. They were a lot higher, that's all. They just mean that, they came in higher. Month over month, core, I think core, what is that? That is excluding food and energy. And that's important. I want to go over these charts. Just know that it was hotter than expected. It was higher. Inflation for producers paid more. Pretty much producers ended up paying more to make the goods that they're going to sell. Like this pen, this cup, like the metal costed them more. The pen, the rubber, the plastic cost them more than it did last month. They're spending more to make their goods. But core is excluding food and energy, right? Exclude food and energy cost, and that rose. That's not good because they focus on non-food and energy because the Fed cannot control food and energy. Those are the two. There's probably 3 or 4 that they just can't control, so they exclude them, and that came in way high. That's services, that's healthcare, that's like all kinds of stuff that you could say, equipment, wholesale, portfolio, travel, chemicals, all right, wholesale, so
Worldwide license agreement
I think it still pulls back next month. I think we pull back next month. And I said this before that I thought we would get this little recession scare. All right. Oh, they're higher for longer. It's too long. All right. All right. So we talked. I just want to let's go over Coinbase Roku. I'm not going to worry about. I told you guys Microsoft's already at this level. So if you want me to be honest, Microsoft is actually weaker than Apple. It feels like. Right? Look, Microsoft's already tested that pivot high from yesterday. Okay? Apple's not there. That's kind of a good sign if you want to be long Apple. All right? All right. I want Square. I fucking hate this government. They need to get the fuck out of there. Excuse my friends. I do apologize. I'm sorry. Square. Oh, we want to. They're talking about. I guess I don't know. I don't know if it's banning it or something, but money launderers, this, that, the third. Listen, they know better. They know better. Every bank sends your information to the IRS. So if you're a money launderer, they're going to know. They don't need to come out and say this. So it's pretty stupid. So we'll look at Square in just a minute. I wanted to see Apple. So let's go to Coinbase. Coinbase. Going higher. We got to watch Bitcoin. No, they should be okay. They shouldn't fall that much because it should be nonsense. They are. I don't understand. So if it's higher, companies are paying more because of higher inflation. Exactly. 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 Now, we thought... Here's the thing. We thought that it could have been the snowstorm because you had retail sales, right? Remember how retail sales came in yesterday? It was way down. Well, you know, you had a few different things. Like I guess retail sales is in money, right? Dollar amounts. We had snowstorms and stuff like that. So that's probably why retail sales came in very low. I'll talk about that stuff, you know, during the day here in a little while. All right. So, yeah, Coinbase. We got to go to Bitcoin, and we got to pull up the dollar. I guess Square's on the list now. All right, SQ. All right, so Coinbase, crypto, the fun stuff. We talked about crypto last night, and someone asked about it on the live stream yesterday on the video that we posted. You know, you did clear these levels here. I think Coinbase still has some room to go, but I think it also isn't without, like, if you could see a consolidation, guys, this thing could really start to take off. All right, this thing could really start to take off. I think if I am anyone, you do have a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders right here. All right, right here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The thing is the volume. Look how the increase in volume is to the downside. Look at the relative weakness. No. No. Okay. All right. So Bitcoin, just watch Bitcoin. I think you have so you're breaking above that double top there. No, come on, man. Sorry, it just takes a little bit. All right, so I'm watching 49. I'm watching. Oh, it already went through there. Shit. All right, excuse my language. I'm sorry. So 57.5. 57.5. You want to see this thing consolidate. All right, 57.5. You know, Coinbase. All right, Coinbase is just, you know, I don't know. I got to be honest. I want to see if we can finally get a pullback on Coinbase. All right, I would like to get Coinbase back down to like 168, 170. All right, you got a mild double top there.
happen, we still have a huge lack of homes for sale on the existing side.
Let's see here.
Profiting from that, they should be building more from that. But again, with higher interest
Let me
rates,
go over to this chart real quick.
that's how they've been doing pretty well. But again, they're going to be facing more costs themselves with higher inflation, with their costs of land, labor.
Sorry, just give me 1 second here. I gotta turn on this. This. Bang, bang. Sorry about that. Alright. Let's go here. Shit. So the dollar, real quick. I gotta hurry up because we got a lot to cover still. Dixie. I want to show you guys yesterday, TLT. You gotta watch if this thing tries to break out. The dollar. You gotta keep an eye on the dollar today. Alright. Look what TLT did yesterday. Coinbase, you know, again, I'm gonna watch. It's a bit overextended, the hourly chart here. Careful with shorting because Coinbase has really good earnings yesterday. Yeah, they did, but they. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight the trend, but I appreciate that, Malik. You know, you got room. I think you have room higher. We're 186. Okay, so we're above that now. We're at 189. All right, so obviously there's 196.
How big is the deficit just in terms of how much demand there is for housing and how many houses there are available?
Come on.
Yeah, so we talked about single-family starts coming down. When we look at the housing market right now, it is a very undersupplied housing market. It's been 10 years.
It's not undersupplied. There's plenty of homes.
Cumulative deficits between 2 and 6 million homes. Those are homes that should have been built relative to household formation that were not built. So it's a massive problem, a multi-year problem to build out of, especially when you consider that we're building about 1 to 1.5 million homes every year. It's going to take.
All right, so we have.
There is plenty.
I would watch this level up here, guys, for Coinbase.
Is higher interest rates at this point, not just because
All right, I would watch that 225. All right, 225 on Coinbase if you start breaking out. See where you open up at. All right, see where we open up at. You do have a gap fill up here at 220 right before you get into 220. Let's see here. 197. I think.
But I do expect that a lot of these factors that we're seeing right now represent just temporary aberrations. We look at rental data. Realtor.com produces a rental index.
I'm just gonna watch that, guys. I just, it's there's a whole mess here. I could just put a box here. Sorry that I took too long doing that, but this would be my box area that I would have, like, somewhere up in there. I could probably even bring it down a little bit. 296. Alright, that's that. I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? I'm just leaving it like that. Alright, if we continue to just keep grinding higher, we keep grinding higher. If the market goes higher with it and Bitcoin, then we know, hey, go long. Don't fight the trend. So, what are some ideas you guys are watching? Oh, like I told you guys, Rivian, okay?
I'm an investor in a fund that helps advance innovative sports tech, like the Smart Fitness Mirror. I'm also Mr. Leg Day.
Sorry, just got to get everything set up. Oh, come on. Carvana got a downgrade today. All right, let's see here. I'm going to look for... That's a nice support level. I need to make something happen today, folks. I really do. Coinbase, it's going to be tough, guys. You know, I would like a pullback to, like, I got to be honest. I need a pullback to 172.50. All right. We have a lot of trade ideas. Look, there's the Qs pulling back. All right, Qs are pulling back. I told you I think that they needed to retest that level. All right. So right now they're pulling back. SPY. Pulling back. IWM. But I want to see which one's pulling back further. All right. Which... Dude. I don't understand. Dude, look at the IWM. It's getting smoked. The IWM is getting smoked. It took back everything from yesterday. And the Qs are still at yesterday's highs. So, like I said this morning, you guys seeing me say, hey, you know, look for the Qs to lead. Let's see if we see a shift and technology starts to take back over today. Right? I said it this morning. The Dow is at that pivot low from yesterday, but the IWM is at yesterday's low. All right? So that's going to tell you what sectors you should be looking at, what names, what type of names should you be looking at. If technology is going to be strong, look to go long technology names. If, you know, it's not, then you might want to look at names with low beta. Bank of America, JP Morgan, you know, just different names that are in the Dow. So, Snowflake, we were talking about this name yesterday. All right, you got a little bit of an area here that of a consolidation. It is trying to hold 230. 230 on Snow is a key area. Yeah. That's what I'm going. I'm going to get right into, like, exactly what it is. And a lot of these names were, you know, pullback, possible long, but if they break, then we get short. We have both ways covered. Snowflake had a nice hold yesterday at 230. Looks to me like it's got a double top. So if we go to a 15-minute chart, 15-minute. All right. So 234. 234 is going to be the level that I want to see if we can get above it. If we can get above it, then I know if we break above 234 and hold it, that we can at least try for that 240 and that breakout. I think we can try it. Sorry, and I think Snowflake can just keep grinding higher. Again, that's just my opinion. I think Snowflake can just keep grinding higher. All right. Snowflake. Let's look at CVNA. It had a downgrade today. I probably won't watch this name too much unless it really shows us relative weakness. Wiz, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm not going to be really worried about Carvana today. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so that's Carvana, Coinbase. What else do we have? I told you guys I was going to watch Rivian and stuff according to Tesla. Alright, that whole sector is, or at least this morning was going. Alright, that whole sector was going. No, come on. Alright, so if we can get Ford, I told you guys that it kind of pulled back already here off of 1235. you got that bounce right into that prior support. So let's go to like an hourly chart.
OCG, Oriental Culture,
So I want to watch and see if Ford. See, that's the. It doesn't make any sense here.
China stock,
This looks like a.
OCG.
Begin with this morning's economic data. PPI did come in hotter than expected. It did further complicate, perhaps, that picture for future inflation.
Plus, Nike, the latest company announcing job cuts, slashing more than 1,600 positions.
And shares of Coinbase are surging in the pre-market after the company posted its first quarterly profit in 2 years.
I don't know. I don't know. So you guys can see here on a daily chart, you have the 200-day sitting down here. We'll see if we can get down into the 200-day and make it support. You made it resistance. You can see that it tries to get above it and then it fails. All right, so we'll see if that consistency, we're going to see if that's going to change here. See if we can take a nice long. You kind of do have a nice little cup and handle here. You guys see this? Here. Okay. Nice double bottom. You go up. It pulls back. And look, the price action though, right here, I don't like. I do not like that price action. On the handle, you need to see the handle, which it did. It put in the, you see how it's tight? You see how the price action is tight and not like up and down, up and down. You want to see that tight price action, and then you want to see that breakout. I don't know if we're getting a failed breakout right there, so I'm a little worried about what's going on here. But I do kind of see a cup and handle there. I will be watching Ford. I'll keep my eye on it. I know there was more. I don't want to miss it. Rivian. That was the next one. So kind of sticking to the automotive. Scene.
And, the market's response is kind of interesting because in the 2 days since that one-day sell-off we had on the CPI number,
There's that. Sorry, guys. I just was like looking at Ford. I just want to make sure that I'm not like missing something, because I think this could be a really good play. I think this could be a nice long-term play here on Ford. All right, so that's that. You got your minor support level at 1240 for anybody that likes low volatility. It's right up your alley. Bang for your buck. It's like Walmart. So, bang for your buck, or call it Costco, whatever you want to call it. Support 1240, resistance 1280. Keep it simple. All right. Let's go to Rivian. We actually played Rivian a couple weeks ago on this down move. I had to wait. I got out about break even. A member in chat held it, and they were up over 100% the next day, depending on where they got in, if not 200. But from my entry, they were up about, if not over or right at 100%. Looks like Rivian is trying to stay below this level here of 1630. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, last Friday's low. Looks like it's trying to make it resistance. But I think you are also at the same time finding support at $16. So let's see what Tesla does, and then we'll see what Rivian does. You can see she's also trying to curl herself around.
When you get hotter than expected inflation reports, weaker than expected economic data, it's not as good of a mix as just the soft landing.
I think
When it comes to inflation going back down, and
I think it needs to pull back
we don't want to have sort of stagflation
to 16.
I'm not saying that that's in the market.
I want to see if you can pull it back to 16.
To watch the data points on all. We're going to get consumer
No, come on.
University of Michigan. It's part
I clicked the mouse. The mouse doesn't click. All that fun stuff.
surveys, but it can also
I want to take a breather real quick before the
that's on the 29th, so that's not
my monitor's just shaking like crazy. So that's resistance. Damn. All right, what I'm gonna do is if we continue to just crack through these levels,
last quarter they mentioned a pickup in the this year as much as they did at the end of last.
Any other dynamics, Mike, that we should be thinking about as we sort of end this?
I don't really care for it. Let's see, support.
Interesting. And I mean, the notable thing to me is the
It doesn't seem like there's a play here on Rivian in my eyes. You know, you have resistance up here at 1675. You know, if you do end up breaking this pivot low at $16, you got room down to 1560. Doesn't seem like there's anything there I want to look at. So again, Apple, look, it held the level. I gave you your arrow. If it breaks and breaks yesterday's low, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
excitable, erratic action in like all the speculative stuff I was saying. At some point in the last month, you had all these charts go vertical.
Tesla pulling back.
There's been super micro, there's been micro strategy, and there's been a lot of stuff.
Microsoft is trying to hang on.
Shows you the animal space. Part of that's just the bull market acting like a bull market. But I think it's an interesting element that it isn't as tightly knitted to the macro and the bond.
Microsoft making that resistance. What else do we have? We went over coin and AMD. All right. See how AMD is a little bit stronger than these other names? Let's look at Amazon. Oh, Google was the other one. Amazon kind of hanging on. Google. Look, Google got above that level, guys. So yesterday we were talking about Google and how every time it got down to that level there, if you bought the dip, you got rewarded. Right? Try to keep trading simple. Every dip buy on Google that was bought, for the most part, worked out. All right? For the most part, it worked out. So the level I'm watching is 144. All right, that was yesterday. We held 144. It looks like we pulled right into the 50-day moving average, okay? We pulled right into the 50-day moving average. You got to bounce. Now, can we meet this trade line up here at 146? And what happens up at 146 if we get it? Damn. They're not. All right, let's see here. Let's see. It's going to break 144. 144, in my eyes, was the level. All right, I'm going to look for the 50-day to break. If we don't hold, I'm not just going to assume that it's going to break, but it feels like we're coming into this consolidation area. Anything below 144 and anything above 142, that 142 to 144 level is just a consolidation. It's a $2 range. So if we end up holding 144, I'd like to take the long off of 144 and take that to 146, 148, or 147. So we'll see what happens. It could put in a double bottom. Now Meta has been very strong. Look at Meta. It's pulling back right to that support level. So if you think you have a long, like if you think the day is going to switch up and the markets start turning around, well, you have Meta. Meta. Let's see here. Chris, good morning, buddy. Yes. So I want to see Meta here. Just see if it continues to hold up, hold itself.
Fit in with, you have this January reporting period where everyone's setting annual budgets, everyone's figuring out headcount, and a lot of companies anecdotally have these
I think
refocusing type headcount moves that haven't yet really aggregated into much in terms of, official jobless.
so, and I'm going to go to Oxy right now. I was trying to think, guys, did I?
I just want to add one more thing that I've learned about these job
No, it was Netflix. It was Netflix. That's the next one. So Netflix, I wanted to get long a few days ago. Here we go. Right, we're doing the candles on the charts again. It's kind of what I wanted to see. I just wanted to see if we could grind higher. All right. Unless Netflix and I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see. So, I'm not sure if we're gonna get the pullback. A pullback would be nice. Let's go. So we have some recent. Look, it's still going. I'm looking for 610 to 620. I'm looking for 620, guys, on Netflix. 620. I gave you this yesterday. I told you guys yesterday this box. It's like I don't know what else to do to like make the levels easier, because you know you kind of it's like a little bit of art as well. So yeah, I mean if Netflix look, you see the relative strength there. Let's go to Oxy. You see the relative strength here? Everything is red, but Netflix is still green. That's telling you everything you need to know. So if the market gets a bounce, it should really take Netflix with it. If the market pulls back, Netflix is a stock you don't want to be short because it's not going to pay you. Find something that's fallen on its butt, like Apple, Microsoft, or something. Okay? And then if the market finds its footing and starts to go higher, like it's holding up a trophy, you want to go long Netflix. Or at least look at Netflix. Alright? The market's pulling back right now. Netflix is staying green. Alright, Oxy is finding a little bit of resistance at yesterday's high. What a monster of a move. What a monster of a move. Okay? Just fantastic. Hold on 1 second. We've been talking about Netflix, or not Netflix, but Oxy Petroleum. So let's take it to a weekly chart. I gotta go get a little Band-Aid real quick, guys. Shit. It's 9:12. Weekly 50-day, you're coming right up to it. Okay, at $60. I talked about this last night on what I wanted to see with Oxy. Okay, you're right at the 100-day moving average. Okay, you were right at the 100-day moving average. I do want to see, though, if you can get some resistance. Like, I don't want to say it, but can $60 hold? If $60 holds like today, and you're at like $60, what is that? 60.07. If you're at like 60.10, 60.05, and it or whatever, and it holds the $60 line, that level there, I think you gotta watch for a little more upside to take you to like 62, that previous pivot high, and then you gotta look for the top of this range or this wedge. Ultimately, it's up to you to, you know what I mean, say, all right, look, I'm pretty damn sure we have a nice wedge forming here. It did not break down. It gave them an inverse cup, and it gave them an inverse cup and handle. You guys see this? Look at this. There's your handle. Nice tight price action. There's your cup. And it even had the little thing there. You would see it go down, but it did not. I think it does break, but not yet. I think it's too early. I think it's way too early. My thoughts, guys, is we measured this move, Chris, and I think you know this. I think we find out one day that they've bought so much that they are going to go take it private. They're in the middle of, I think, doing, like, I don't know. I just personally think you're going to get one day where, like, they keep buying at this level, and this is the target, guys. See if it can make a new high up at $100. Maybe 105, 110. All right. All right, so I want to hurry up. So you had the 100-day moving average right there in your way. All right, on Oxy. So look to see how it does today. Like, really today, I want to focus on what is strong and what is weak that I can be long and be short. Okay? If the markets are going to pull back, I want to be short the weak names and the weak sector. Okay? That's my main goal today, is to stay on track. So the 100-day moving average, come on, man. I want to hurry up because I want to get something to drink before the market opens. We have 15 minutes. All right?
I actually do. So, number one, I got married
100-day moving average. You got to get above the 100-day moving average. Can't make it up, can you? All right. Get above the 100-day. Pull back into it and make it support. That's going to solidify a move higher. It's going to help solidify a move higher. All right, let's see here. And that level was 60.22. We're not over it yet. All right, 15-minute, 30-minute. Come on. All right. What I would like to see if we do not hold. See, yesterday we held it. All right. You already made 59 support. Now we're back above $60. Let's see if it has a slight pullback and hold. If it does pull back to this level here at $60, let's look for this. And the blast through the 100-day, maybe it gives you a quick pullback. It may do it in like a 5-minute chart where it quickly, breaks it. And then look for 61. Alright, so remove. I'm going to put back the SPY real quick. Sorry, no, that was a little too long, guys. Alright, so that's Oxy. See if we can hold it and break to that level. If it doesn't, I would look for like 59. I got to get a Band-Aid. You have some mild support right there at 59.40 also. Alright, so I would look for a consolidation. Hold above 59.40. Try to take it higher through the 100-day. Okay. Is there anything I'm missing? Anything that I'm missing? We went through Tesla, NVIDIA, SMCI. I'm waiting for that blow off top. We went through AMD. Shit, man. I got to go get a Band-Aid. I'll be right back, guys.
Says, yeah, you can have one good quarter. It doesn't mean you're going to have
We have
another.
10 minutes.
All
right, we have 10 minutes, guys. So get ready.
We have every bit of confidence. We've cut $7.5 billion in costs, and we will continue to look for opportunities there. We feel very good and positive about the streaming outlook. I believe there's going to be a few streaming providers out there for consumers that are going to win.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute.
Hulu and ESPN are going to be very well positioned on that front. We have obviously reinstated the dividend post-COVID. We announced a share buyback.
But you feel confident as a director that you can continue to deliver on that $7.5 billion of cost cutting and or beyond?
Without question. Disney has always been smart about capital allocation, and we have a fantastic new CFO in Hugh Johnston who joined recently, and I feel very good about our discipline around how we allocate capital.
What about the announcements last week around earnings? Nelson did this cartoon where all the very flattering portrayal of all of you guys throwing spaghetti at the wall, and it was a lot. It was the JV, and it was the Taylor Swift, and it was the $1.5 billion in Epic Gaming, and it feels like, and his accusation is it was about the election. It was about the proxy fight, and that the company was doing a lot of razzle dazzle to juice the stock.
All I can tell you is Bob, when he came back into the CEO role, he outlined strategic priorities for the business. What to do about ESPN and the future of its streaming. He wanted the parks and resorts to be in growth mode across the board. He wanted to reduce losses in streaming and get that to profitability and reinvigorate the creative studio. He's acting on all of those initiatives along with his leadership team. I think the investment in Epic Gaming is a very smart one. I am Gen X, my twins are Gen Z. The switch in behavior between Gen X and Gen Z is extraordinary. Gen X spends about 17% in video gaming time, Gen Z, 32%. movies, less for Gen Z versus Gen X. So what we're doing is we are responding as a company to the consumer and getting new offerings out there. And as a board member, I'd rather see action. I'd rather see execution and a commitment to reinstating growth than to sit idly by and allow the consumer changes to impact the company's growth.
Can you explain the sports JV? Because it was a big deal when it was announced, but since then, you know, Justice Department might be looking into it. There are reports that the NFL isn't happy and wasn't aware of the venture before it was announced, and that there's some pushback from NFL owners. How's this going to work?
ESPN's mission is to serve sports fans everywhere. And the way we think about it is in the materials we reviewed as a board is we looked at a spectrum of offerings, everything from basic ESPN to the JV with Warner and obviously Fox, as well as ESPN flagship that'll come out in 2025. Right now, as a sports fan, my daughters are college lacrosse players. Every weekend when we're looking for opportunities to watch sports, you're trying to figure out which service is putting what game on. You know, last night I wanted to see Caitlin Clark, score the NCAA point history, which was incredible. But you have to figure out where you're going to find that game. Our objective at ESPN is to serve sports fans and give them a variety of options at different price points so that they can actually engage. And ESPN flagship, when it launches, is going to have incredible digital capabilities.
What is going to differentiate it from conceivably this new app offering? Because there have been some who wondered what's the need. Fall of 2025, I think, is when you guys are talking about that. But what is it going to look like, again, that's going to allow it to garner subscribers beyond what's going to go to the ability to get so much ESPN programming on the new app?
I would say the difference is the JV is about viewing the sports on the platforms, and the ESPN flagship is about interacting with sports. So think betting, think being able to have social commentary, eventually being able to buy products that you're seeing from your fan base as a fan. So just think of an immersive digital experience. And I think part of it is the market has in their mindset that ESPN is a cable channel. ESPN launched their mobile app, well over 10 years ago. ESPN is a digital sports platform serving sports fans, and we're really excited about the offering next year.
Carolyn, the time we have left, let's move on quickly to sort of some of the other things you continue to focus on, both as a board member of Coca-Cola and Under Armour and just in general. AI, generative AI, we've been talking about it now for, let's call it, the last 18 months. What are you seeing in some of the companies on which you sit, not to mention sort of in your other areas of expertise, in terms of its use, what its impact's going to be on the advertising business, for example, and beyond?
Yes, so Coca-Cola has been undergoing a marketing transformation. James Quincy in his earnings call this week, as well as I know he was interviewed on CNBC, talked about the importance of the marketing innovation to the company, and it has fundamentally transformed the way Coca-Cola is going to market. They were one of the initial partners with OpenAI, and so we have access as Coca-Cola as well as WPP to incredible cutting-edge AI technology. We're using it on consumer insights, content creation, shopper marketing materials. You're going to see now with the announcement last night, text to video that OpenAI announced, that will fundamentally change the way traditional video advertising is created, and Coca-Cola is on the forefront of that. So I see it fundamentally changing the industry. I think that content creation as we know it is now being done in milliseconds, and it's being done incredibly efficiently. Coca-Cola is benefiting from that efficiency, not just with the consolidation with WPP and the work that's being done there, but also just the way content's being created. It used to take literally weeks, if not months. Briefs used to be 25 pages. By the time it got to the agency, the message was often lost for marketers. Now AI can literally assist marketers in creating a brief. So I think you're going to see tremendous efficiency and likely effectiveness as it becomes.
All right, guys, sorry about that. Sorry if that was too loud. All right, so I have an idea. Can we do a solid? Get the likes. Let's see if we can get our likes up just a little bit. I got a little idea here. Okay, we got 5 minutes. Okay, do me a solid. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you again for being here. It helps us tremendously to show up every day for you guys, give you guys the right ideas, educations, things of that nature. So the Dow going higher, looking for that. All right. Where are we at here? I'm just trying to get everything ready right before this bell rings. All right. Again, let's try to get some likes going here if we can. I know we don't have very many people. The ratio isn't too bad, so that's cool. Appreciate you guys. Again, Chris, I would wait for Oxy to give you the support and resistance that you're looking for. All right, where are the buyers? Where are the sellers? Look for the 100 days. If you can get above the 100 day and you start making it support, then you want to look to go higher. Okay? You want to look to go higher. You don't have much, you are a bit overbought. Shit. The next level for Oxy is 61, Chris, if you're still here. It is oversold. I think it pulls back. I got to be honest. I think it pulls back just a little bit to go higher. All right. I think that pullback today could probably take you down to, I would look for 59. Look for a pullback to 59. See if it puts in a double top, pulls back to 59 today, Monday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, try to get above the 100. But if it gets above the 100 and it can still go, then it goes. All right, GLD is another one. If energy goes higher, look, GLD is pulling back. See if it can hold this level here at 185. All right, Disney is going to be another idea. All right, this is going to be another idea of mine, Disney. So, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm trying to get my trading view chart up over here with the indexes and stuff. Let's see here. All right. Got the SPY up. We're good to go. I got to flip back and forth. So we made that support. Guys, again, the SPY, we did make that support. Look, you're trying to make 501.40 support now. All right, we got 2 minutes. Disney. I want to see if we can get a pullback. Okay, I want to see if Disney can pull itself back. If we do not get through 1250 is what I'm going to look for. That's $12. Let's see if we put in a, come on, man. Okay, let's see if we can turn yesterday's support level, this little bull flag. See if it's going to try to break out for us. I'm going to watch this whole area here. I got to hurry up. I'm sorry. So 1250. Yesterday's close. Okay. And then I'm going to do this. So this whole area here. I'm going to look to see if, come on, I'm trying to hurry up, guys. I'm going to try and make that resistance. I want to look for a short on Disney if we can get it, okay? I want to look for a short if we can get it. All right, the target's going to be 1250 or 112.50 area, 112.13. All right, and I'm going to look for, I want to see if we can get a pullback to 110. I would like 107.50. All right, 107.50. 108, 107.50 is the area. Yeah, 107.50 is what I would look for. 108. Okay, good luck today. Stay patient. Let the trade come to you. Okay? Let the trade come to you. Disney, watch yesterday's close. Okay, keep an eye on that. Come on, man. Shit, 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 shit. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss. Come on. Okay, guys. Shoot. And listen, we have Michigan consumer sentiment coming out as well. There's still more data. All right. Look, NVIDIA pulling back. All right. Still trying to hold that level. AMD. All right. We said we want to see if we can break out. No. Oh, my gosh. All right. I'm going to be patient today, guys. I want my trades. I know what I'm looking for. There's resistance up there. All right. Watch the volume. And remember, we still have data. The Raptor, good to see you. Good morning. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Like, share, and subscribe. That's all we ask. And we said AMD 177 to 174.50. If that holds, we'll look for a long. So far, that's a nice tail or a nice wick. Look, it's just pulling back to yesterday's close. It's filling this little gap. See if you start getting some buyers off of this 177 level with an increase in volume. Watch, take notice with the volume. Already, the volume is pretty low. The volume is already low on a 1-minute chart. Okay? Think about your entries and exits. And look, she's just falling out of bed. She's falling out of bed. Look how low that volume is already. All right, the volume's pretty low there. Yep, got to pull it back. All right. All right, so we went through Rivian. I don't know if I wrote that down or not. Okay, you got some resistance up here. All right, look for yesterday's close. All right, look at that. That's a nice rejection there, but look at the volume. Let's see if you can get to higher day on Rivian. Appreciate you, buddy. Look at that. That's a nice hold there on Rivian with a low volume pullback. That's a nice pullback and hold with low volume. Shit. You can always look at next week options as well. Let me go here. Yeah, I need a little bit of a more of a pullback. Yeah, I think she's going to... I think you could get Rivian to pull back, guys. I'd like to get long at like 15.75 area. You know, that'd be a little too much. $16. We'll see. You know, maybe it can, you know, get back up to that previous high. Just watch Tesla, see what Tesla does. You have minor resistance up here at 1650. That leg would take you up to 1675. All right. So far, that's a nice hold right there. You're not getting the volume, though, in my opinion, to continue that, to get that continuation. Okay. Look at the volume. It's, see if you get some volume there. It's going. So yeah, there you go. Good stuff. All right. If the camera acts up again, I apologize. I'm not going to fool with it. I can't really fool with it. Let's go here. Trade desk going crazy to the upside or downside? To the upside or downside? Here we go. See if you can break 1650. See if you can break that double top from yesterday. Damn it. I missed it. I missed it. Give me another little pullback, please. I'd like to try to get long at 1640. Oh, no. I'm going to miss it. Yeah, but they raised guidance, Malik. Right? They raised Q1 guidance. They raised guidance. So there's... Okay, so that's a pullback. Watch the volume on that pullback. Listen, remember, please, guys. Remember, if you take a trade, you're going to be taking in front of consumer sentiment. Okay, 5-year inflation expectations. The market will be a bit volatile. So, forecasting 79.5, consensus 80, previously 79. Let's see what happens there. Okay, see what happens there. Oh man, she's gonna go. What's the volume look like? The volume is very low today for some reason. The volume seems very low. That's, you know, it is what it is. There's a trade that we missed. You know, you'd be taking profits up at that 1650. That was a nice hold. That was a really nice hold right there. That wick right into that level. Look, there it goes, guys. There it goes on an increase in volume. It's not too late. It's not too late, I don't think. You could get the 1680. They're already up to 20 cents. Shit. That's a big trade there, guys. Should see some... Look at that with an increase in volume. That's a huge trade right there, guys. You're breaking up to that double top. You know, if you didn't get it, like, that was beautiful. That's a pullback right to 1630. All right. There it is. There's the hold of 200 on Tesla. Tesla trying to hold 200. It's coming into VWAP on the 3-minute. It's up into yesterday's close. That's why I put this level there. Look at it. Holding it to a T. The volume's not that great. Long hood. I don't have this one. Very nice, Chris. I can already tell. Look at the volume. Beautiful volume, baby. Get it, bro. Good stuff. The volume on that is very nice. The volume is very nice on that, Chris. Rock out, bro. Good stuff. If you already broke to yesterday's highs, you have room, like, you got some resistance right there. You got resistance right there. Watch out. But you should be able to break it with that type of volume. That's some... Oh, never... It's okay volume. Yeah, that's definitely good. I think that's good volume. Yeah, I think that's good volume. Nice job, guys. Great job. Great job, guys. There's a Rivian. Alright, so hood, I would watch that level, and you broke it. See if it tries to hold, pulls back and holds it. Okay. And then the next level, you have a double top, this extension, previous high.
more people are going to get into the legal sports betting pool over time.
Got a couple of stocks that are notable for their declines on earnings. I'll start with DoorDash, and I want to get to Roku. Here's a DoorDash.
Okay, that's the level I would look for is 1660. Wow, bro. Good job. Great job, bro. Great job. That is relative strength right there, baby. That's it. That's relative strength for you. Yeah, AMD's just going right up into the resistance. It doesn't have hardly any volume today for whatever reason. All right, AMD's, you know, it's got some okay volume. Just watch, guys, because remember, you have consumer sentiment coming up. That's all. Just want y'all to remember that. Let's see here. Dude, why is this doing this to me? Why is this doing this to me? I need these things to stay. Now I got to go through my charts again to say, oh, yeah, I want you to stay right there. Sorry. Dude, fucking oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that was your trade, guys. Look at that pullback. Right to 1630. You get the break of 1650. Take it to 1675. Pre-market high area. You're making that support. That's brutal. That's brutal. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. That was a night. That would have been a sick trade right there on Rivian, guys. Yeah, I know. I'm sure it is, buddy. That's it. Get up on it. Look for this pullback here. See if we can't get long on a low volume pullback. Look at the 38.2. This is a perfect setup. So far, it could be a nice one. You have this major level at 1382 on Hood. You have 38.2 Fibonacci, 1380 price, which is the level. And you have VWAP all meeting right there. Let's see if we get a buy entry right here at 1380. Low volume pullback, 1380. Try to take the long. You'll know pretty quick. And what else? Look, 1380 is the previous high. And you have that whole area lining up right here. I think we could get it. I think we could get that entry. Were you able to take profits up at 180? And then if it breaks, it breaks. You know, you take a piece off, take half off. Guys, I'm so glad. This is why I did this. This is why I do this, right? 174 is the entry, not 180, right? You take some profit up there. It's resistance, like, you know, that's an increase in volume. I'd be out of those calls. Look at the increase in volume you're getting. That would be a nice short. Look how fast look how it's leaving the area. See how it's quickly leaving it? Chances are, if it tries to bounce again, it may reject or put in a double top. All right, I'm going to look for an AMD short. We got to watch Michigan consumer sentiment, though. You have a little level of support right there. Okay, 178.45. All right, 178.45. And then here we go. You're making that pre-market highs resistance. I think it's time to get her done, baby. Let's do it. That's a nice move there. And what are the Qs doing? Great job today, guys. Beautiful. Let's go, man. Let's go. You know, that was a huge amount of volume. I didn't watch this. I want to watch the price of it, of what's going on. Because if it does break, like, look how low the volume is. She's trying to get back up there. Bang. That would be an entry. Nope. Look, it's still extending. That's so weird. That was a big volume there. Oh, God, I wish I had the Rivian Long. I wish I had that. All right, so we did not get a lot of volume like I wanted to on that pullback.
The worst case scenario in my mind on that front is Snap. I mean, Snap will just never outgrow the stock basis, right? And I mean, at least at this point, it seems like they will.
Shit.
We make it every so often. I know you do as well. Because we always go with these adjusted EBITDA numbers.
I think I should take it. I think I got to get short AMD. What's NVIDIA doing? I'm not sure yet. I want to be patient. Okay, NVIDIA is also staying in its little wedge. Shit. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to cuss. I apologize. Again, remember we have Michigan consumer and inflation data coming up. SPY is still sitting, just hanging out. Oh no, I have a 15-minute chart up. What am I doing? Okay, here. So let's see what happens here. See if she tries to go back up again. SPY's trying to hold and make that resistance. Let's do it. I think now if the market can give us that breakdown right here. And look, it's all shit. Okay, I took AMD short. You know, it may hold. That's not the entry I wanted. I wanted to enter it right there. Okay, so she's green, and the SPY is red. All right, I'm going to take a piece off right there with that extension. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. That's a beautiful. Let's break it, baby. Let's go. Volume's drying up a little bit. Where are we going? I still think you got to watch for, you know, 177. See if you get a little bounce here. That was a nice entry there, guys. So that's a nice red-green trade for me. I'm going to take that off right there. That's it, dude. I got to take that off. I'm taking that trade off. That's 100%. That's 100%. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just under. My entry was 27 cents. 44. I probably got filled at 41. 42, I mean. So very nice. Very nice. 100% trade already. Sorry. What's going on here? Come on, baby. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's fucking go. Look at AMD falling. Let's go. That's why we get long at 174. Take profits up there if you can't get through it. And then we get short. Look at the follow through. Let's go. Damn, I had to take it off, though. It gave me 100% like that. I didn't mean to scalp 100%. What the fuck is going on? All right, that entry was nice. Look at the SPY. It's turning that yesterday's support at 598 cents resistance. The SPY hasn't even started going down now. Beautiful, possible double. Listen, you might have a double bottom here. But with that type of reaction and volume, I don't think so. I think you can crack it. Get the bounce back to like 178, 177. Let's see if we can get another opportunity to get short. Look at that. Look, that could be a double bottom there, guys. Watch out. Okay, watch out. It's not over yet. It ain't over yet. That's a pullback, retest. See if it tries to go hit 180 again. This could be a wild ride today. Oh my gosh, today could be a wild ride. Come on. Keep an eye on the Qs. Keep an eye on NVIDIA. NVIDIA still has volume to the upside. If NVIDIA rejects VWAP, guys, this could be a... Guys, watch out. This could turn to a long. If you took that short, take it, and maybe leave a piece if you want, but make sure you're stuffing those profits. I'm being honest. I think you could have a double bottom here. People are going to get scared. Look at the volume dropping off. You're meeting the 90 MA right here on NVIDIA. Okay, does it start to crack and start to wick people out? Again, that double bottom on NVIDIA would be 732. Right there, okay? You could have a double bottom. See if it holds it and tries to leave it. Look at it. See how quick that is? You want to see a quick movement off of it? You could look for the low of day up at 735 on NVIDIA. You got to remember, you're probably paying a lot for these contracts, though. All right, and that was also part of yesterday's pivot high. You could be closing the gap. So, yeah. Let's go, guys. Fuck yeah. And I almost got a little nervous that I missed Rivian. I thought I almost missed Rivian, guys. All right, that target would be 174.50 for NVIDIA. You have a gap fill down here at 172. Look at the continuation. Wow. All right, you're coming into an area of support. Look at that continuation, guys. Beautifully executed. Great job. Thank you, Malik, for bringing that up. This time I got NVIDIA. Or not NVIDIA, but AMD. This time I got it. I didn't miss Tesla for AMD this time. Fucking A, guys. Like I said, we're going to finish strong today. We're going to finish strong. Just so you guys know, I still have a few 185 puts on Tesla. Just to be clear, yes, I still have some 185 puts. It's going to take a hell of a lot for them to go green. Look at that volume today on Tesla. I think Tesla's pulling back, y'all. I mean, we know it's pulling back, but that volume is something else to the downside. This could be a big down day. Just watch. Just get ready for 10 o'clock. It looks like the SPY will be at support at 499.49, 499.50 when 10 o'clock comes. Everything's going to line up for this consumer expectation. What a move. Yes, God, I love volatility. God, I love volatility. And they want Powell and crew to stop. SQ. Yes, very nice, Malik. That's still a little bit early. I was actually looking at Disney also. And Disney got to where? 112. We said 112 to 112.50. Let's make sure you guys are watching the indexes. The Dow, okay, is still trying to hold a little bit. Let me pull up a 5-minute chart and make things easier. All right, so the Dow is trying to hold that support. IWM. IWM is at yesterday's low, which could be support here. All right, guys. QQQ. Look at the Qs starting to crack now. Net selling off. Okay. Everything, guys. They're taking the profits. Told you guys. Technology. Snow. I told you if the Qs pull back, Snow's not really participating just yet. It's the semiconductors, it feels like. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Sorry. Meta, guys. Meta's hurting too. And look at that. What did we say? $499.50 on the SPY. Let's go, guys. Yes. This is why I never get so upset that I bring it into the next day, because there's always one more day. I had a little bit of a rough week today. Already knocked off 100%. Already got 100%er in the bag. Let's go. Watch for support here on Meta. See if some of the names you're watching. Again, this is some nice volume, guys. I don't think it's over. But things can change. Michigan Consumer Sentiment comes out at 10. For anybody just joining. Alright? Well, you can't say it's a reversal. You're going to get a bounce back, yes. Like Meta, you're going to get a bounce back off of this level, right? You have minor levels. But listen, if you cut it, it tells you it's just going down, that they're selling. So you got to understand, like, you know, in a down day, you want to expect bounce backs into support to make those support level, like Meta. You should make this level where it should bounce off of this level. It should turn this 473.98 into resistance. Let's see if that happens. But if it doesn't and it just slices through 472, watch out. There's something going on that they're getting rid of everything. They're getting rid of stuff. All right, Netflix. Netflix is selling off. That was a strong name. Let's do a broad market check. Oxy is still holding the 100-day. You might be able to... Now, listen. If the selling gets severe, Oxy's going to go down with it. They're going to take everything down. Okay? JP Morgan pulling back. UNH. Let's do a quick check of the broad markets, because you want to understand what's going on. What's strong, what's not. GLD is not selling off, but it's just sitting at this. It broke that level. Yeah, you could probably get a couple puts on GLD there. What am I missing? Apple, look, Apple's right at the level I wanted to see it hold. And it's breaking it. It's breaking it. It's still weak. Watch for yesterday's low on Apple. Alright, you can watch for yesterday's low. What does that mean for Rivian? These short squeezes. Look, Rivian reversed. So, this is telling you everything you need to know. Tesla's selling off. Everything. That volume on Tesla isn't like the others. Okay, QQQ. Let's go. If we could. It feels like it, but we have consumer sentiment coming up. If we could, anybody that's new here, please do us a solid. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. If you don't like it, then just subscribe if you could for us. That'd be awesome. Alright, Q's. Here's where we're going to watch. Come on, what are you doing, dude? Alright. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. I don't know what... $429.90 to 430. Okay? 430. 430 on the Qs. 430. Okay, look, man. Snow is still holding, guys. Wow. We might have a little bit of relative strength. So, Snow's holding this level here. And it's trying to go. What is going on? So, it feels like 226.50 might hold. If the Qs hold, So you guys can see here on the daily chart, on Snowflake, you can see the daily chart. It rallies, pulls back to the 9 EMA on the daily, and it holds. Pulls back to the daily, 9 EMA, it holds. That is matched up right with that prior resistance and close level at 227. So Snow, I'm watching to see if it can get to 227. Okay? And if it gets there, we'll see if it can hold or not. There you go. That's it. That's it, baby. Plus 20, Ty. Let's go, Chris. Let's go, Malik. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Excuse my French. Just excuse my French. Move up out the way. Excuse me. Let's fucking go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to give anything back, but I have a feeling that if we can get a bounce here, especially on the 3-minute on Snow, it's fuck it. I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm gonna pay too much for this. Come on. All right, here comes the numbers, guys. Michigan consumers out. You should already start to see a move. Michigan consumer expectations right. It's above. That might turn 79.6 right in line. Michigan 5-year inflation expectations 2.9 right in line. 78.4, that's just above for Michigan consumer sentiment for February. Blah, blah, blah. So, nothing big there. All right, nothing big there. See if we get a bounce back on Snow. I'm going to look for 230 on Snow, and I'm going to grab... Look what happened, though. You got this break with the increase in volume. On that break, let's see if we can't turn 230 resistance on Snow. That's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for a resistance. We need a little bit of a bounce back. Yes, we did, man. Yes, I'm so stoked. Exactly. Exactly. It did go diving, bro. I mean, there you go. That is something for it to go diving. Damn. Damn. Dude. Oh my gosh. Shit. Alright, yeah, SMCI's got support at 845. I didn't expect this coming, guys. See, this is why the market's tricky. The market can be tricky. I'm looking for 800. Like, you could see some support at 849. So, I'm thinking about an 800 put, but I'm not going to get it here because it could reverse. All right. Great job today, guys. Go. Rock out, bro. I would take some because you're coming into a support level. 849.75. You're going to have orders coming into that area. It could still drop. It could still give it to you. It's still red. But, I just, it's Friday. I don't know if they're weeklies. I don't know if you have 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What's going on there? Just lock it in, baby. Lock it in. What more could you want? What more could you want? Come on, please hurry up. I'm kind of curious. All right, so Snow's bounced back up to that level. That's a nice little tail. I wonder. Yeah, look at that reversal in the SPY, guys, with volume. Watch out for SMCI. Watch out. No, look, it's getting rejected. You'll have to watch. Just take care of that shit, Ty. Make that shit yours, bro. Or keep someone, I don't know what you got going on. Just, what I mean? If you've, made it free and made some money, then keep a contract or two on. Let's see here. Look, CNN's trying to make an argument on why we shouldn't be going down. Yeah, SMCI has been ripping face. Oh, what support? It's like 8. Hold on 1 second, buddy. Shit, why do I have so many contracts? Oh, because of SMCI. I think I might use Snowflake as a long if the market starts to turn around. because it seems like it's holding up pretty well. It's only down 1%.
And will that ultimately pressure the services inflation? And so we've got the retail sales report, which was weaker
Oh, come on.
for January. I was trying to look for any kind of other real-time data to see what was happening with the consumer, and I found a good chart from Jeff
Gosh, dude, that AMD fell right out of bed.
for certain fashion brands, and it was a note about these brands, Coach and Michael Kors and Kate Spade and Versace, and January saw
The thing is I don't want to just like get short this thing and it, you know, start that daily 9 EMA come right up in there. You know, if semiconductors are weak, we sniffed out semiconductors being weak yesterday. Look, still having trouble. Look, AMD is still having trouble at 174. Let's do it. She's going down to fill the gap, guys, to 170. I might try to get short AMD again. Hold on. Let me see. We need volume here. We need some volume to come in there. What a hell of a day, guys. Hell of a day. Hell of a day. This is a way to end the week. I wasn't sure how today was going to go, but I was keeping faith. You always got to keep faith, no matter what it is, guys. Remember, if you are able to make your losses small and get good at losing, all it takes is one trade to put you back in the game. Okay? That's a nice little support level we have here. Look at the volume, though. I don't think I'm falling for it. You know, you could bounce. You know, what we could do is make VWAP resistance like AMD, that pivot low. Look, it couldn't get up through there. What is she down? 1.3%. She's moved $1.80 to $1.74. I don't even know if AMD can move anymore. The ATR I thought was like $4 or $5. 166, 173, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So about $7. And we've moved. So that's about an ATR for AMD, guys. That's about a full ATR. And the thing is we come in with the gap up so we could pull back even more. If you want to look at it like for percentages. Here it goes. It might start to go. I'm curious. I'm curious what happens here. Alright, SPY's starting to bounce. The S&Ps are starting to bounce. That was great job, Chris. Ty. Great job, everyone. But yeah, Ty, see, the market can be tricky. I'm glad you stayed on your short. You know, you don't expect these things until they happen. You know, you don't expect it until it happens. Okay, she's trying to regain the 9 EMA now. Let's see if we get a pop. Like I said, that's why it's good to know the ATRs, just in case it does try to bounce. See if you get shorts to cover. Look at VWAP matched with prior day's low. And she can always go lower. That is a nice bear flag there. Where's Disney at? Disney was a short that I was looking for. Okay, 111. I'm not sure if they'll give me this. This could be a nice short right there off that pivot low on Disney. Let me make sure we have the volume. I don't want to be short Disney, but I feel like that could be it. There's not enough volume there. All right, Snow. Okay. You'll have to give me a sec, Malik, because I'm... All right, look for the SPY. This is a perfect setup on the S&Ps. Look at the SPY. I'm going to show you guys. Look at that 15-minute. Look at that. That's yesterday's high, along with pre-market support at 550. You got to watch this pre-market low. Yesterday's pivot high, these two tails there. That could be a really nice resistance level. If it's not, then you know you want to look for that to be support and try to climb to highs. Wiz, what's happening, buddy? It's buying the dip. But yes, absolutely. Sold for 5 points. Looking for nice job, man. Friday runner. Fridays love to run with the volume. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But that's like I said with like AMD and Snowflake. I thought about being long Snow because it was pretty strong. And all these names are coming into support. You know what I mean? They're all coming into support. Look at that tail on SMCI. Yeah, I don't blame you there, dude. That's an awesome buy. Like I was saying, AMD its ATR is about $7. What happened? You should expect a bounce at $7. A bounce to go right back to VWAP on a 5-minute, 3-minute, whatever you use. I like it, brother. I like it. Actually, AMD could be a nice short right here. I don't know if I want to do it, though. I don't think I want to do it. Because I think we could go to 174. Semiconductors are going to be weak. Yeah, I like 172 for AMD. I think that's a perfect 172 could be a perfect area to get AMD back down. But I don't know. We fell out of bed very quickly. Fell out of bed quickly. Great job, Wiz. I'm glad you got on the train, baby. Great job, everybody. Great job. There we go. That's that quick reversal to the upside you want to see. See if AMD can break that level. That's a nice bear flag there. It's either a retest or it's going to break up. There you go. That's a nice support level. Nice support for the SPY. It's a low volume bounce. I would watch and see what she does at VWAP. And to think I almost missed Rivian. I almost missed that upside. Again, like I said, I think financial conditions are going to start tightening up a little bit. And they're going to start selling. You're seeing a big part of it today. Are we about to get another leg to the downside here? If we can't get back up, you know, I think you got to think about, you know, a little bit more downside. Look, Roku's steady selling off as well, guys. Wow. I don't even have any levels. It turned 77.50 into resistance, 77.70, and just is out of here, saying bye-bye. Why are the levels not there for it? Dude, where are my levels? That's so weird. I have levels here on the 3-minute, but not... That's so weird. Can have a little bit of support here. Hey Wiz, look at SPY. That VWAP is lining right up with 550, which is that pivot low from this morning. Just something to keep an eye out on. It's starting to squeeze itself back into that level, and I think you know, we don't get some volume in there. Maybe that's another, like, we could put in a little double bottom or something. But that's definitely something I would be watching. Look at that level. VWAP with that prior support. Okay, it's going to break up through it on a 3-minute. Uh, 550 on the MES, that's right. 50-50, I think. Dude, what is going on with my charts? It'll just, wherever you have that pivot low here, I don't know if it's 50-30, but right where we're at right now. Look, it broke above it. Look, my stuff is lagging so bad right now. Nope, look, right there. It's trying to act as resistance. So it's like, this isn't E-minis, but it's 530. No, that is E-minis. That is E-minis. I'm sorry. That is E-minis. So 50-30, bud. Right where we're at right now. ARM, let's go look at it. Looks like you got resistance there. I would watch the rest of the semiconductors and see what happens with ARM, but that looks like resistance. But, you know, the volume's dying out. You had a nice continuation trade there. If you can't get through it and you see us sitting there for a little bit and it kind of just consolidates here, look for a second leg to the downside or just look for it to pop back up. That's what I would do. You know, I think it could easily pop itself back to like 129. Wait, that's one. Wow, this is so crazy. ARM went to 164. You gotta be kidding me. I was playing ARM on its IPO day. So it was like a little baby when I held it in my arms, and now I'm like, whoa, you grew up fast, you son of a bitch. Got a little bit of support here at 125. I think you got to look for, like, honestly, you know, if you get resistance, 129 to 130. All right, Tesla's regaining some ground here on low volume. That's the sad part. Rivian. Rivian has not. Snow. I'm watching this level on Snow. It's been a nice level of support.
Why would you buy Coinbase as a stock over Bitcoin, the ETF? What's the investment case there?
Yep, no problem, Wiz. Just see what it does there, you know what I mean? See what happens. And look. But that volume was pretty crazy on the bounce back. There's not a lot of volume behind that pullback there. And look at that, Chris. It pulled right into 174, baby. AMD pulled right into 174. Right into it.
But we quickly realized we needed a way to supplement our income.
If you have $100,000 or more in life insurance,
Fucking killing it, gang. Damn right. I'm so happy for us today. You know, as long as we're patient, it'll come to us. We let the market come to us. We trade the market doesn't trade us. That's my favorite slogan. You know, if we do get a bounce back, like if you start seeing some volume, there are a few that I want to look at. Netflix, Snowflake. All right. Netflix pulled back a little too much for my liking, but really it filled the gap and now it's trying to bounce. We'll see what type of volume it can bring in. Dude, what? Why are my charts doing this to me? They should be right there, pulled into where they're supposed to be, and not playing around. It makes no sense at all. Look at that. Nice double top there. Pulled back, made it support. You might, if things don't get too crazy today and they don't sell everything off, look at it holding the 100-day moving average. Sorry, all that craziness got me hungry, and I don't want to walk away just yet. Let's go check out what is weak, what's strong, what exactly is going on here today. Man, Nike's down 4%, Square, Adobe, Meta. All right, Meta. I guess it's catching up with the rest of them. That's relative. That I like that better. I like this move down on Meta a lot better than the others. No, come on. Meta may have room down to 460. I gotta be honest. If I gotta be... Actually, you do got some support here. You got some mild support. Actually, give me an hourly chart. Excuse me, sorry. Let's see what happens. We're only down 0.36 on the SPY. You're only down a little bit. Yeah, I think 465's Yep. Alright, if we get... Oh, we already did get the bounce. I want to look to see if we can take Meta down to 465. 465. It's down 2.6. I'm thinking about taking this, guys. I am. I really am. Unless we... Let's see here. It just feels like a lot of the ATR has already been put in. Unless we're going to have one of those crazy days. Look at AMD. It just cannot get above. AMD just cannot get above 174.50. Wow. She might be headed back for 172. That's such a huge move. Did it? Or is it? I mean, it's still inside that pennant that it's putting in. No, it broke out? Or what? Hold on here. I would, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's still hanging out. It's actually green. So there is some relative strength there. It had a really nice gap up. Let's see if it holds that level for a long. But I'm not sure if it does. Volume's drying up a little bit. 740, 738. So Salome. Yeah. So I want to look, Apple trying to go back and hold the level. Let's look at like Microsoft. Let's run through and see what we got going on. Keep an eye on energy, like Oxy. We gave this out yesterday. Google. 144. Short. The target, if it held, 144 to the long side was 146 to 147. The short, the target's 142 to 140. You're at 142 right now. Trying to put in a double bottom. We gave that out last night's live stream. Or last night's watch list. these are the days that make me feel like sometimes the market will make me feel like man, like what am I doing wrong? Like, do I even know anything? Do I know anything? Everything I thought I knew, it'll mess with you. And then you get days like today. It's like, okay, I didn't think I was wrong. It's okay if I am wrong. But like, the story that I'm reading, this is where I would be leaning to, right? I want to have some shorts ready to go because I think this market could pull back a little. There he is. Anmar, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Are you okay? I've been worried about you. I thought about you the other day. I just haven't heard from you, and I hope all is well. I hope you're okay. Take notice of China's names. No, what is going on here with this? Baba total So Alibaba's still trying to hold its gap. It's not moving. PDD. Rivian. Looks like Rivian's trying to hold. Let's see if Tesla can try to go higher. See if Tesla can hold. What did we write down yesterday? 195. Obviously 195. I said it. I said I doubt it pulls back this far. 199.75, 198, and 196.50. Oh, we're putting in a double bottom at 198. Trying to. Damn right. There were some exams going on for these days. I'm kind of free tomorrow. Awesome, bro. That's cool. That's what's up, man. I just wanted to make sure you were okay, like health-wise and stuff like that. That's all. You know what I mean? I was just worried about you. You know, so that's cool. Thank you for stopping by and kind of letting us know that everything is okay. You know, I hope your family's well. I hope you're well. What a day! I don't know what to do now. Like I don't want to give any money back. I got over 100%. I thought I missed that Rivian trade. We'll see if we can get a bounce back here. Other than that, we're gonna lock it in. You know, this was the market might just get stuck because if whoever was short was on the right side and they got paid. What's Palantir doing? I haven't looked at Palantir. Here goes Disney up to 1250. 1275. So there's some relative strength right there. Disney's trying to bounce higher. Yeah, and you're right about that. They do. They do continue, that's for sure. You know, you can pick your friends, you can't pick your family, that's for sure. But look at Disney, man. Is a SPY trying to turn around? SPY putting in the reversal. All right, so it's slowly gaining some ground higher. All right, look for the SPY to get back to 502. Really, I mean, you are coming into a little level here at 501. All right, Disney's coming into resistance. Let's look at the IWM. The IWM made a killer move this morning pre-market. IWM. I thought it was a bigger move than that. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was the Qs. Yeah, it was the Qs. I know it. I said it yesterday, and hopefully there's someone out there that, like, in this world that caught my live stream yesterday and learned something. Right? Yesterday told us a story. That story was technology's weak. You're getting a little bit of semiconductor, like you're just getting a little bit of that like exhaustion. You didn't see, to me at least, in my personal opinion, you didn't really see that exhaustion in SMCI yet. But you could see it in the Qs for sure. That, you know, they were running out of steam. They were running out of steam. And look, that's a nice pullback on the Qs, guys. That's a nice setup. That's a nice long. Let's see where the other market, let's see where the under indexes are, like ARKK, ARK, IWM, SPY, Dow. Really don't, you're always going to know the SPY is usually going to be in the middle. It's very rare that the SPY leads to the up or down side because it is the Dow and the Qs, you know. So the Dow is back up, almost back up to resistance. And in order for the Qs to get there, they're going to have to be up here. So maybe we could look for we could look for 435 on the Qs today. All right, I know it might sound crazy, but you know, if you can somehow break VWAP and get up there, that's a nice double bottom. No, tell me about it. I seen stuff on MSNBC, but I seen this image thing that they released or something like that. Is that what you're talking about? They showed like a dog and then a lady. Look, you can hear the market makers yelling. That's so funny. They must be mad.
How far ahead is the United States on that front versus, say, China?
Well, so, yeah, I think the US is way ahead in terms of the actual development of the technology. You've got these extraordinary world-beating tech companies, Meta, Microsoft, Google, etc.
Says a text video product. Yeah. I seen that, and I seen it with Google's too. They said Google's was doing it. It was like it was able to read the picture and then say it back to you. Like they were doing different things, and it was actually pretty cool. They're so expensive. Sorry, my mic wasn't on. I'm thinking now might be the time. Oh, it absolutely has. Absolutely. Well, I'm not going to play GLD just yet because that's way too much. But I think now's the time where we could look for a bounce in GLD. I'm not giving them $1 for a 190. Like, it's crazy. Alright, so let's scan through here real quick. Can we start to get a bounce? Can we finish strong today? That was an evil sell-off. Like, it was fierce. Letting y'all know that they'll just step back in for no damn reason to pull this thing down. So, guys, remember, I told you guys 2 weeks ago, just know that they're there. At any minute, they can step in, and that's why I always say be careful. Because you could come in and get a limit down off of some stupid news, and they're ready to sell. And they have their algorithms ready to just sell. And what happens is it takes one little instance where it just hits the algorithms. And once it starts, and there's no going back. All right, we've made new highs. We're at highs. Like, you got to think that they're going to take profits for any little reason. And the days that you think everything is cool, you're not even thinking about it, and that's the day that they start taking some profits, right? They're like, all right, so we had a down day. Everybody thinks about it. Then we just kind of grind higher, right? They come in, they sell, and then they step away. Right? They let them bid it up, and then they just come back in at a random time when you don't expect it. Bang. Yep. But we're on it. We know what's good. We know what's goody. All right, I'll be right back. Let me just wash my hands real quick. That's all. And I always throw my hand up as I'm going down in my seat because it's like a ride. I am not done today, guys, by the way. Unless something really shows itself. I can't believe how much AMD paid me for that. It was so fast. It's crazy. Feels like we just kind of want to consolidate here. Watch AMD right here. I'd watch it right at that previous, at VWAP, and up at 735.88.
Courses.
Stocks are still lower, but they've recovered some earlier losses. The S&P is now only down 0.2%. It was down double that about an hour ago. You've got some groups turning green. It's materials, healthcare, consumer staples, and energy. They're all higher. Nasdaq's under a little more pressure, down 0.5%. For the week, we're almost flat on the S&P. We're still down just a little more than 0.1%. Again, we've come off of such a strong run, weekly gains. We're going to talk to a voting member of the Fed's committee, Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic, here at Post 9 in an exclusive interview coming up in the next hour on Money Movers at 11. He'll react to today's hotter PPI number, as well as hotter CPI and what's happening with the economy. Don't go anywhere.
All right, let's do it. Let's go cover what's going on here. What's going on? What's moving? What's grooving? And what's snoozing? That did not make any sense. All right. So, Just so fucking happy we could end this week off on a high note, guys. That's all it is, baby. That's all it is. That's all I wanted for us. Okay, so Tesla still feels like she wants to pull back a little bit. All right, let me do this. Let me get a couple things going here. Watch out for some of those other names that we're moving around, right? Like SMCI. Okay, SMCI. It's consolidating. It's filled its gap. You have a little support level down there at 850. A possible support level from what is that? Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday. Today's Friday. That's crazy. I can't believe we haven't gotten a blow off top yet. That's what makes me wonder. Like, so I still think we might go higher. Oddly enough. You know, not all in one day, but consolidation, NVDA. So that's semiconductors. INTC. Intel. Okay. Let's go to this. CPOP. CPOP. Yeah, you know me. NVOX. GXAI. 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 Let's see here. We're going to look to see which ones are moving. Adobe's getting spanked. Now, damn, I want to ask y'all a question, but it's all good. Because I'm just curious. But I wanted to kind of do like a, whatchamacallit, maybe another day. I'll save it for another day. So, if you guys did not see, did you guys see TLT yesterday? For those of you that didn't see TLT yesterday, look at that. Look at that down move. I forgot to bring this up. I saw this happen yesterday, and I was looking at TLT. I had it up on my screen, but I don't know if any of you guys saw that. That was kind of a little warning, like, hey, yields are rising again pretty steeply. You can expect if TLT's falling or pulling back, you can expect a SPY to be behind it like a day or two. I had such a rough night last night, y'all. So, like, in the middle of the night, so, I don't know, Abby was really hungry for some reason, and I kind of didn't realize why she was, like, meowing and being really, like, she just wouldn't let me sleep, and she's usually not that bad. Like, she'll keep me up, like, if she wants something, she'll go, like, she'll cry a little bit, but not cry, but like try to let me know by meowing. So when she keeps it up and doesn't stop is when I'm like, okay, what's going on? Are you okay? But she needed food, so it was a little late. It was a little late. It was really early this morning, like 3 o'clock, 3:30. So I got up and fed her and made some breakfast, and then I came in, I fell back asleep, and then at like 4:30, I had like the worst like acid I guess it was like acid reflex from like eating 2 bowls of cereal, Fruity Pebbles, and laying back down. Oh my God, it was so awful, bro. It was so awful. I was like, oh my God, never again. The taste, and it was just a miserable time.
Big story in 2023, the development of the GLP-1s, the commercialization of them specifically for weight loss. Remember, they've been on the market in terms of treating diabetes for some time, but their effectiveness.
So what do we have here? Snowflake.
Specifically Lilly's, in terms of taking body weight down some 22+%, and it has created market cap at an enormous rate. Now one of course the largest market cap companies in the country. But Eli Lilly shares no slowdown as this year moves along.
Well, so it's about 700. What did you say? $700 billion, a little over the market cap.
It's approaching $742 billion.
So Morgan Stanley, in their note today, said it should be maybe $1 trillion, and they say at the current levels, at 700 billion market cap, that they think Lilly shares reflect 70 to 80 billion in diabetes and GLP-1 revenues in 2030, and that number, I don't know how you model 2030, but I guess total addressable market should be more in the 100 to 110 billion dollars.
Dude, that's a really nice hold here on Snowflake. I wonder if that could be a long right there. It's just not really moving. I'm seriously contemplating whether or not I should call it a day or take a nap or try to like wait a little bit. I don't know what to do.
At Morgan Stanley, old school hard work meets bold new thinking.
I almost lost it. I almost lost the chat. Oh, I would too. I'd secure that bag. I'd secure it. I would. Alright, so what do we have popping off here? Before I start falling asleep, the market's going to put my ass right to sleep. Knock right out. Dude, Nike's getting demolished, guys and gals. Nike's just getting hammered. 4%.
Ever since switching to Workday, you've been a real rock star. Rock star? What do you know about rock stars? Really, I don't. I mean, where's the skin tight leather? Shooter leather.
And look, you have AMAT, ASML, the semiconductor equipment and material sector of semis are really having a day today. God damn, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of being tired all the time. Lee Auto, Rivian. So Lee is trying to go green. So it looks like you're noticing a lot of these Chinese names are not as red, but they're also not pulling back, and that's okay. Because if they would pull back, then that would help justify the upside on some of these names. Here we go, Rivian. Do we get another shot? Do we get another shot?
Plus, DraftKings CEO Jason Robbins on earnings, the Super Bowl gambling numbers, and the company's acquisition of Jackpot.
A lot of questions there around that one. First up, though, on stocks, Mike, you know, we were joking that this market, it's been glass half full, and it really seems to talk itself into Goldilocks no matter what data point gets thrown at it. Today was
Yeah, I might call it a day early, guys. I will watch Rivian here.
Putting on a brave face, I mean, I do think you've had months of accumulated evidence that there was
What an entry in the morning, though, that gave us.
landing economic resilience.
Got to keep an eye on the S&Ps.
Yields are a bit higher. We also have an interesting dynamic again today where a lot of the familiar leaders are
Yeah.
really helping out the index. So you have the Magnificent Seven.
Guess what, Ann? What was that? Was that on Wednesday?
And today the biggest drags on the S&P.
Because Wednesday we said 184 long. We were talking about taking it long too, baby. It was setting itself up. You're right. That's why technical analysis is just as important as, you know, showing up and understanding what you're doing. If you can just understand where you need to be a buyer and where you need to sell and start to, you know, the stock starts to put in that shift, you grab the long on the downside. You know, you don't just want to catch a falling knife, but
I was a little surprised, but not in a big way. Look,
I'm exhausted.
we've seen a lot of progress in terms of inflation. I am expecting that through the course of 2024, it'll be a little bumpy. I think the trend will continue, but the path all the way to 2%, I don't think we're going to get to that number immediately. So these sorts of numbers, they're kind of okay, and I can live with it. And to me, it just says we just have to be patient and let's not get too far ahead and assuming that the job is done because there's still work to do.
I guess the fear would be that there's some signals around the economy overheating again, acceleration toward the end of last year and into this year, higher inflation numbers, higher inflation expectations in today's University of Michigan sentiment report. How do we determine that that's not happening?
Well, we have to talk to people and we just have to see where things go. You know, one of the things that we do in Atlanta is we try to get out and get a sense of things in real time. Talk to business leaders.
So the Fed member is on CNBC right now.
How they're feeling about the economy. What we're hearing right now is that people are feeling all right. That we've gone through a lot of the hard stuff. The pandemic seems to be receding from people's minds, and so that means that we're going to just take time to get back to normal. This is really just let time play out.
Yeah, you gotta let it. You gotta give it time to let it do what it needs to do.
And I think when that happens, we'll be fine.
So you're pretty confident that the disinflationary trend to 2% is intact?
Today, that's what I think. But you know, I was saying to people yesterday in some remarks, I'm grateful that how far we've come, but we have to stay vigilant because there is a lot of risk and uncertainty still in the economy, and we just have to monitor those things and make sure we understand how that plays out.
So how will you know when to start cutting?
Well, there'll be art to this, but I do think that we will get to a place where the full range of information around inflation will tell us that normalization is closer.
Oh shoot, y'all! I might end up calling it a day here. I am so exhausted.
PCE basket has prices
Let's see here, MSFT. I'll leave the stream up. I'll leave one of these names up here. I'm just falling asleep again. I slept like crap. I thought I was gonna be okay.
also kind of plateauing. I like to look at the Dallas Fed's trim mean measure. That one's been at about 2.6 for about 6 months now. And so these are the sorts of things, if we could start to see progress in those sorts of measures, that'll give me more confidence.
You mentioned that obviously you can't assume an immediate trip to 2% toward the Fed's inflation target, but if you kind of stack up the things we know and that you folks have said at the Fed, which is we're not really anticipating
All right, here goes Apple.
collectively,
Trying to make VWAP support, gang.
before you get to the target, and
Let's find the leaders. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Just want to give a shout out to you guys. Keep us showing up. Keep us coming with the bangers.
Is to start the normalization, start returning policy stance
Let's go to
in the summertime.
here, here.
A year ago, 6 months ago, I was in the fourth quarter.
Snowflake.
Progress. And I'm hopeful that that continues. And that
Let's see, guys.
but I want to see
Shit. Excuse me.
3 rate cuts this year?
Well, that's what was in the dot plot. I was one of the 2 rate cut increases.
Okay.
So I'm still at 2. But if I pull it forward, if the data comes in more positively, I could move to 3 for sure.
What about the economy right now? Because we're also getting mixed signals. We had a worse than expected report on retail sales. What's your sense of what's happening with growth in the consumer?
Well, the consumer, as you know, for 2 years now has been incredibly resilient. I'd expect that to slow down somewhat, and I think over the next 6 months it would not surprise me if that's what happened. But there's still tremendous momentum in the economy. GDP has surprised to the upside pretty tremendously. Job creation has really been quite remarkable, and there's evidence to suggest that productivity of the American worker has improved as well and been up. Those things all augur good signs and tell me that we can afford to be patient in terms of our policy. We don't have to make judgments.
Yeah, man. Have a great day, buddy. I'm gonna get ready and go too. I'm so exhausted. I'm kind of just waiting a minute to see what's going on here. If there's any opportunity or not. You guys, you have a great day. Have a great rest of your weekend, and remember, markets are closed Monday, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I'm out of here, gang. I'm tired. You guys have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll put out a video this weekend. I love y'all. I'll see you guys around.